Hello, welcome to episode 6 of the MastoCast, featuring me, Master Dan, the monoblog podcast where I ramble on about a bunch of random shite, what's going on in live music and video games and all that sort of stuff. Hope you were doing well. As per usual, thank you everybody who's coming in and listening and everything. You guys are awesome. Had some decent feedback. Had some, looking at the stats, people are actually listening. So that's great. It's awesome. Got a long podcast ahead of us. Quite a long one. But it's good though. It's really, really good because I've got my good buddy Jake Carr Smith joining me. Jake Carr Smith is a good friend of mine. We've both been in bands, not in the same band, but we've gigged with our separate bands and, played the same bill and, got to know each other, got to be mates. And, we left those bands. We're getting a band sorted, so more on that hopefully soon. And, we decided to do a little podcast together today, doing our top 5 favourite bands of all time, with a twist, whilst we both bought a couple of share bags of crisps each, okay? And we thought we would, in between talking about our favourite bands and such, we'd eat some crisps and rate them. Some good ones in there, some good strong choices in there, definitely. Might even we didn't say which was our favourite in the end. We just kind of forgot because we got carried away talking about bands. But I think we decided on this Thai Sweet Chili Sensations from Walker's. Fucking banging crisp that is. Fucking brilliant. But yeah, thank you very much, Jake, for coming on. I really appreciate it. So here we go. We're talking about our top 5 favourite bands of all time. I won't ramble on anymore because it's quite a long podcast. Yeah. Enjoy! There we go. We're recording now. We're recording.
Hello.
There we go. There's Jake. You alright, Jake?
Yes, not bad, mate, you?
Good. Yeah, I'm sound. Not seen you in a while.
No, probably a couple of months now.
Last time I saw it, might have been download.
I think it was download.
Yeah.
I was sweating.
Enjoy it?
I did, yeah. It was amazing, yeah. It
Yeah.
was, seen Metallica twice, you can't complain.
Exactly, yeah. I was the same. Which one was your favourite?
Which Metallica set?
Yeah, which Metallica set?
Thursday.
Same.
Yeah.
Same. Better set list. Better vibes. I think
My levels are really low there.
your levels are really low, aren't they? Yeah, let me try and sort that out. Just give me a 1, 2.
1, 2.
2. There you go. I think that's a bigger
That looks better.
wave. That's better. Yeah, for sure. Wicked. Sorted. So yeah, hello everyone. Welcome to the MastoCast. I've got my good friend Jake with me. We're into the same sort of music, and we're here to talk about our top 5 bands, which I've explained in the intro. But we've got a bit of a twist as well, haven't we? We've got crisps, and
We got crisps, yeah. I think we're both crisp enthusiasts.
yeah, definitely. And
I don't know how these two tie together, really, but we're gonna.
neither do I. Well, to be fair, like the first episode that I did, like I was asking people to send me some questions. I think yours was like, "What's your top 3 flavour crisps?" and what were the download predictions? So
Yeah, which is just the typical sort of questions I would ask someone. I think you can tell a lot from a person by the flavour crisps.
can you?
Yeah.
Well, so like, what did you think mine was? Like,
No comment.
no comment. Fair enough. Fair enough. No comment.
I'm joking. It was alright. Room for improvement, but it was
Yeah.
alright.
Fair. Oh well. Never mind. But yeah. Oh well. I've asked people to send us some of that, like their favourite crisps as well, and their favourite bands. But I think we'll just sort of go through our list of bands, and like in between, like maybe try a crisp from each person. Maybe see how that goes.
I'm in, yeah.
Yeah, wicked. So I mean, so which crisps have you gone for? Which ones have you gone for?
We've gone for what could potentially be the best flavour going. I've got Thai Sweet Chili Sensations.
Good shout.
And then I've got Giant What's It's Prawn Cocktail, which I've never had, but...
Now, I've had Giant What's before,
Yeah.
but just the genuine, like, the cheesy ones. I've never had prawn cocktail before.
It's not going to be bad, though, is it? It's going to be good to great, I would say.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. But yeah, hopefully it's a good selection. Meanwhile, I picked the Walker's Max Strong jalapeno cheese ones, which it's got extra hot on the packaging as well, so need to be careful with them spicy boys. And this is a mouthful. This one's a bit of a mouthful. Let's see. Co-op irresistible hand-cooked Aberdeen Angus steak and peppercorn sauce, crinkle-cut crisps, seasoned with real Aberdeen Angus grilled steak and punchy peppercorn sauce. Fucking hell. No, they sound like power. Them, like, to be fair, they sound
good.
Yeah.
Are they going to be good? We'll find out.
Yeah, we will find out. And like whatever. I mean, to be fair, like three of these belong to Walkers. I can see on the packaging. What's It's a Walkers. The Sensations are Walkers, and so are the Max Strong. They're Walkers. So it's basically between Co-op and What's It's. Whoever gets the best crisps, and whichever gets the best crisps, will get a really nice email from me and Jake about how good their crisps are.
Lucky boys
being on the MastoCast, getting a nice review. Right, okay, but we'll crack on with the bands first, shall we?
Yep.
Do you want to go first, or shall I go first?
We talk a bit about how we sort of decided on our bands, and then maybe some ones that didn't quite make it.
Yeah.
Okay, so
yeah.
I think when I think about my favourite bands, it sort of comes down to like the earliest sort of bands I got into for the scene I'm into. So, you know, you sort of go through phases, don't you? But you've got your core bands that you've loved forever, or I do anyway.
Yeah.
You might not.
Yeah.
But yeah. So I think my 5 is pretty much my 5 that I've got right now. Probably would have been my 5 back in 2010. So that's where my thinking came from. In terms of bands that missed out, so Slipknot just missed out.
Yeah.
Turnstile, but I just don't think they've got enough of a catalogue yet to get in there. Black Sabbath missed out. Obviously,
killed me.
One of the bands that you get into first, aren't they? You know, one of the I think you get into Metallica and Maiden and Black Sabbath.
Yeah.
But yeah, on another day they may have got in, but just when I was putting this list together.
Yeah, I was pretty. Yeah, I mean, because to be fair, if you look at like Sabbath as a whole, you're only bothered about the Aussie or the Dio stuff.
Yeah.
The rest, like Tony Martin and
the first
Glenn
6
Hughes albums are.
The first 6 and then the first 2 Dio albums, maybe.
Yeah, for sure. Or yeah, who missed out on mine? Code Orange just missed out on mine. Like, they're one of my favorites, definitely. They're like just missed out. Yeah, Slipknot's another. Black Sabbath's another. Who else missed out? I had it all in my head as well. Who just missed out? I'm trying to remember now.
So I nearly had Don Broco in mind, which is just crazy because
yeah.
If you'd have asked me about Don Broco 3 years ago, I'd have said never listen to them, not my sort of thing. But such a good band, like insane live, catchy songs. But no, they just missed out.
Yeah.
They were in there, and then I swapped them out for one of my other bands last minute.
Yeah.
Avenged Sevenfold as well, but
I
don't think they've got a consistent enough back catalogue to being considered one of my favourite bands.
True, yeah. I mean, My Chem just missed out for me as well. I bloody love My Chem. Pink Floyd as well. I mean, Pink Floyd have got some of my favourite albums out there. But I don't really care much for like the early Pink Floyd. Like
flower power type stuff.
Yeah, like where it was like proper prog. I think like for me, like I think it starts getting really good like from metal onwards, basically.
Yeah, they definitely had
a
peak run in there, I suppose.
But like that obviously I can never see them live anymore, so I can't really judge them on that merit. I mean, I would love to, but that's obviously never going to happen. Closest I've got is Roger Waters, so that'll do for me.
Yeah.
But yeah,
so I think it's also worth mentioning as well that we've tried to guess each other's top 5.
yeah.
So at the end we'll go through what we thought they were, but I will say that you've just blown my list a bit there. So.
Oh shit. Oh well, never mind. We'll not mention anymore then. Okay. Right. What do you want to do? Do you want to go first? Or...
I'll go first, so then you're going last.
Yeah.
You are the star of the show.
Oh yeah. Yes, I am. Or do you want to do a sort of like alternatively?
No, I'll go first, and then we'll just go like that.
Right.
Oh, sorry. We'll alternate, but I'll go first, and then 5, 5, 4.
I'm not editing this out. Never mind. But yeah, that's fine.
Well, you've got to build suspense, haven't you? If I go, then
yeah,
go, it's
yeah, exactly.
Right. Okay, so my number 5, which could have been easily been number 4. These two are probably interchangeable, but the interesting thing for me with this band is, and if I asked you how many albums on average would your top 5 have? Like, how many albums does each band have? It's probably getting on 10, isn't it, for the majority of you? I would imagine.
Yeah. Yeah. Close to that, yeah.
Yeah, so my number 5 has 3 studio albums, which is pretty crazy. Sort of speaks to how strong the catalogue is. Rage Against the Machine.
Yeah. Fair.
Yeah,
fair.
Just one of the first bands you get into when you're coming across heavier music, I think. Playing Guitar Hero 3 definitely helps, because I think don't you do like a battle against Tom Morello or something?
Yeah, that's right. I remember that.
Yeah. So I think, and when you listen to Rage Against the Machine when you're younger, you don't so much pick up the political messages of it. You just focused on the riffs, which, to be fair, are like top tier riffs.
They are.
And songwriting and stuff. And then when you get a bit older and you sort of pick up on what he's singing about, you think, well,
you start to relate to it more, don't you?
Yeah. And it's sort of it's of its time, but it also resonates now. You know.
Yeah.
And I think if they were to do an album, it could be a bit of a sort of.
I think it'll be a kick up the ass, big time.
You think?
I think so.
I think they're better off not doing one, to be honest. I think for the time and just. Yeah, I think it's just 3 perfect albums, pretty much.
It is, yeah, definitely. Funny enough, I was literally listening to Evil Empire today on my turntable, while I was tidying up. But yeah, just 3 perfect albums, like perfect rhythm section, to be fair.
Yeah.
And Tom Morello he's quoted himself that he feels more like a DJ in the band rather than a guitar player.
Yeah.
Like, some of the sounds he comes out with are just crazy.
Yeah, it is. It's mental.
And like Zach De La Rocha is just like a brilliant rapper. Like just the tone of his voice and everything.
Oh yeah, I mean you can hear it when he does the Run the Jewels bits, can't you? It's not just
still now, like, just incredible.
Yeah.
Ever seen them?
Never seen them.
No, I have.
You have?
Yeah. Download 2010. No. Revolutionary, absolutely revolutionary. I was gutted that they stopped doing Leeds and Reading.
Yeah,
was it last year?
Yeah, I didn't buy a ticket because I just thought, I don't want my first experience of seeing one of my favourite bands to be Leeds Fest.
True. Yeah, I get where you're coming from there.
And like you saw the reaction online and stuff to when they got announced. I just thought, nah, I'd rather be seeing them on home turf, I guess. You know.
Yeah,
which to be fair, Leeds used to be, but not anymore.
Yeah, I'd rather see them either at their own gig or at Download. To be fair.
Yeah.
But either way, I was going to get a day ticket just to go see them at Leeds Festival, like, because they're up there, one of my faves. They're not my 5, like, but Swiler. But yeah, they're not. But I love them. Perfect back catalogue. Yeah. What's your favourite album by them?
It's got to be the self-titled.
Same.
It's got to be.
Same. What about favourite song?
Favourite song? I like Fistful of Steel.
Yeah, that one's a banger.
Off the self-titled, but Down Rodeo. You know, I suppose it'd be Rodeo, wouldn't it? But
yeah.
That as well. Yeah, that's on Evil Empire, isn't it?
Yeah,
that's a great song.
Yeah, yeah. For me, self-titled is my favourite, definitely. You know what? I absolutely love Bullet in the Head, and that, like, just that bass line, but like, and how it all kicks off right at the end.
Yeah,
and but also Wake Up is just fucking
Yeah.
unbelievable.
Yeah.
Like that, like when I saw them do that as well back in 2010, like that was unbelievable live. Like it was just the whole crowd just went absolutely mental. I mean, the whole crowd went mental for them throughout, but like that was just like notably crazy. Like yeah, like the very end bit, I was like, "Wake up!" and like it's just mosh time. It's brilliant.
Yeah, I think with that album as well, a lot of albums are like front loaded, but that's just like I think that maybe gets better by the end.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, it's incredible. It's just timeless as well. Like it still sounds. It doesn't sound like it's from 1992. I think. Like
No.
it still sounds like fresh.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. All right. Number 5, Rage Against the Machine. Mine is one of the bands I just fell in love with like for the last 5 years, and one of the most perfect live bands as well. Live, Gojira.
Fair. Do you know what, they should have been in my mentions as well? To be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, can't complain.
Yeah, Gojira, just one of the best metal bands of all time. One of the best death metal bands of all time. Discography wise, just for me, pretty perfect. I think I don't. There's never an album where I think I'm not so sure about that one. But
yeah, I mean, I kind of think Gojira start at what we're flying wheels on.
Mars is Serious.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah. I've listened to the first two a couple of times, and I think they're alright. But for me, I think that's where their sort of peak starts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah. Definitely. Their peak is from Mars is Serious. Yeah, like the first two are like proper death metal albums, aren't they?
Yeah.
Terra Incognita and The Link, like both still great albums, and I love the production on them. But like, I think from Mars is Serious, start find a bit of groove, and like the production's heavier, and like they just sort of went a bit proggy in some places, and some of them are a bit more sort of anthemic. But like live, they blow me away all the time. I've seen them about 4 or 5 times now.
Yeah, I don't think there's a tighter live band in certainly metal, but probably music in general.
Yeah, they're unbelievable, and like they always sound great as well. Like every gig I've seen them do, like they sound like perfect.
Yeah, it's not very often you see a band that heavy that sounds that clean and like clinical. Like they're not probably not on the same. Well, probably are actually same sort of level of heaviness, but you see it's a lot more sort of muddy sounding. I think when you go and see Slipknot, whereas Gojira is just so clean.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Like even like I know there's like bands like Periphery and all that, like a lot more like the sort of gentler type bands, like they can sound quite muddy live sometimes, like with all the down-tuned guitars and like Gojira aren't that down-tuned, to be fair. They're more like a D standard drop C type band, but like them heavy guitars just sound like you can just hear everything live, and like I love Joe Duplantier's vocals as well. Like it's just like even when he goes melodic, it sounds great. I mean, I've got a Joe Duplantier just signature guitar there. That's how much I love Gojira. Yeah. And like just no matter where they will be in the UK, like I will go see them. Like
Yep. We saw him February?
Yeah, February. Yeah, Newcastle City Hall.
Amazing. Which
was just like it just felt like such a small room for them as well. Like
yeah, it did, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a weird tour though, because they were doing like some arenas in the bigger cities and then the smaller. Well,
yeah, they were.
Small
yeah,
ones,
and they definitely belong in like bigger outdoor gigs. Like the best time I've seen them was at Manchester Apollo.
Yeah.
Which is a brilliant venue. It's a lot bigger, and like they had like the screens and the fire and everything.
Yeah, I think that was. What year would that have been? 2019, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw them headline Bloodstock the year before.
Yeah.
Just amazing, yeah.
Yeah. I've never seen them outdoors like before. I remember the very first time I saw them, they supported Alter Bridge, and like.
Oh yeah, was it that?
Yeah, it was. There was a 4-band bill, and they were the second band on.
Yeah.
The first band was that Like a Storm band, which they weren't great.
Yeah.
Then Gojira came on, and I was like, holy fuck. I mean, I was already a fan of them at the time. Like, it was just when Magma came out.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
Which is an incredible album. And when like they came on, absolutely destroyed it. I was like, oh my god. And Volbeat came on afterwards, like, in Alter Bridge and headlined it. And I was just like, what's the point?
I remember Volbeat being pretty good for like.
Yeah, Volbeat
were
were
an
decent.
entertaining band, but they're not on the same planet as Gojira live. And the funny thing about like giggers as well, they just didn't hold back with the set list either. Like you think playing to a more sort of your average Alter Bridge fans probably into more commercial sounding music, but they just came out and did like Flying Whales. And...
opened with Toxic Garbage Island. Like, fucking hell.
Yeah.
Wow. So good, so good. Oh, they're just one of the best.
Yeah, I can't argue with that. That's a solid pick.
Definitely. Shall we try Crisp then? Before
Are
we
we
go
doing our favourite album, favourite song?
Oh shit! Yeah, sorry. Yeah. Picking the Gojira album's too hard. It really is. But I suppose if you put a gun to my head, I'd probably say Wave All Flesh.
Yeah, it'd be mine as well.
Yeah, it's one of the. It's sort of it's got like the similar production like what From Mars to Sirius has got, but it's a bit more proggy.
Yeah,
in some bits, I think
it's a level up in terms of how it sounds. I think that album.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely my favourite as well.
And The Art of Dying as well. In it, oh god.
Played that, didn't they? In Newcastle?
Yeah, they did. Yeah, and I
didn't think they'd ever play that live. I thought it was too crazy of a song to play live, but now they did it.
No, because Mario the drummer is also one of the best drummers ever.
Oh, that was another thing I was going to say as well. One of the maybe the only band you can see where the drum solo isn't boring.
Yeah, definitely.
Actually, there's a band on my list later on where that applies to as well. But...
Fair. No worries. But, yeah, definitely. Yeah, I'd definitely say The Way of All Flesh, my favourite album. My favourite song, though, Christ. Got so many good ones. I don't know. I really don't know. We've got so many good ones.
Yeah, probably... No, I wouldn't be able to say. Vacuity, maybe?
Which one, sorry?
Vacuity.
Oh, yeah, that the stomp on that is incredible. Yeah. That's from Way of All Flesh.
Yeah.
I am struggling. I'm properly struggling. Probably The Heaviest Matter of the Universe.
Yeah,
probably that.
Stupid.
Yeah, that's a stupid intro to a song. It's like it's like, yeah, it's either that or funny enough, one that's popped in my head now, Pray from Magma.
Yeah.
That's an underrated song.
I think I've seen them open with that a few times. It's
yeah.
Good opener.
Yeah, so yeah, Gojira is my number 5. So which Crisp should we start with? We've opened them all and I've not tried one yet.
These Angus steak ones, if I'm honest.
I am as well.
It's either going to be 10 out of 10 or 2 out of 10, I think. I think it's going to be average. So
yeah, I mean, they've got like that sort of posh looking packaging, haven't they? Like the real photos of the crisps, and they've got like the peppercorn sauce tub and photo of the actual steak. So yeah, we'll get stuck into this, shall we? Let's go. You don't get this on any other podcast. You're going away from the mic. I'm going into the mic. I'm going ASMR on this one. Hope you enjoy that. Oh, why? What are you saying?
they're nice, yeah.
They're nice. Is that it?
They're not blowing me away, but they're nice.
I think they're really nice. They're very good. I can taste the Aberdeen Angus steak and the peppercorn sauce.
Can you?
Well, no, not really. But like, this is me trying to be a crisp critic. It's like, yes, I can taste the prawn cocktail.
Yeah. Subtle hints of peppercorn. They're nice. They're all right. Yeah, they're all right.
Yeah, these are solid. I like them. I'm a fan of these. Yeah. I'm gonna give you another
Absolutely
bite. There
disgusting.
You go. Yeah. That's going to cause some car accidents, that, if they're going to listen to this in the car. It's like, oh no! And yeah, it might do. I hope not. I hope you don't have a car accident. Please don't. Anyways, Aberdeen Angus steak. That was really nice, though.
Do you know what? I'll contradict what I said. It's a 7 out of 10.
7.
Yeah.
I'll probably go as far as 8.
8, fair enough.
I'd probably go as far as 8. Because I've got a beer here as well. I've got a Punk IPA. So, like, I feel like these type of crisps need to be paired with a beer, like an IPA.
That one literally says perfect with beer, so.
Exactly.
Right, I'll crack my beer if you're...
Oh, you've got your Jack Daniels with Coke in a can. I like it. I'll hold the microphone for you. Yeah. Get that in. Yes. Hope you enjoy that ASMR bullshit. Anyways, what's your number 4 then, Jake?
Number 4. As I say, the last two, well, Rage Against the Machine and this one are interchangeable, but I stuck Burn My Eyes on yesterday.
Oh, here we go.
And I just thought, yeah, Machine Head are just one of the best metal bands. Inconsistent, admittedly,
Correct.
but like the highs are just like top tier. Like Burn My Eyes,
Yeah.
The Blackening. The newest one's so good as well.
It is, yeah. It's really
and
good.
I don't understand this thing about Unto the Locust or whatever.
Yeah.
Which way around it is. There's a song called Locust. And the album's Unto the
Yeah,
Locust.
I was onto the Locust, yeah.
I don't understand this thing about it being a failure. Like it seemed
No,
to
neither
derail
do
them
I.
for no
No.
apparent reason. Really, I think it's a pretty solid album. But I will say that if Bloodstone and Diamonds had come after the Blackening, I think we'd be talking about Machine Head as a very sort of different band. I think we'd be talking about like an arena band.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I think so. I mean, to be fair, I think they did do arenas on Unto the Locust.
Yeah, they did, but
Um,
they soon dropped off. They soon dropped off after that for whatever reason.
Yeah, I don't get why. Because, yeah, I love Unto the Locust. I really like it. I think Bloodstone and Diamonds is better. But yeah, it is weird how like they sort of dipped after that, like size wise. Christ, I remember the first time. Well, actually, yeah, no, sorry, no, it wasn't the first time I seen them. First time I saw them was supporting Metallica. The second time I seen them, when I actually became a fan of them, was they were touring Onto the Locust, and they just started recording Bloodstone and Diamonds. It was in Newcastle Uni, 400 people.
Oh, right, yeah, I remember
Yeah.
that. I remember when they did that. So I think we probably saw them at the same Metallica show, Newcastle Arena.
I was at Sheffield.
Oh, right, yeah, same
Yeah,
tour.
same tour though.
That was my first time seeing them, and I was like, how old would I have been? About 15. First just getting into sort of heavier stuff and like Machine Head. I was at the time I was more excited to see Machine Head than Metallica, I think, just because of like what I was listening to.
Really?
Yeah, I mean that soon changed when Metallica came on, and
You see, I feel I've always felt like a fucking idiot because back then I didn't like Machine Head because I wasn't a fan of like screamy vocals and stuff like that back
Yeah.
then, and I thought, nah, he's a rubbish days, and I walked off.
Oh, really?
I went to see like look at merch or whatever, and like Machine Head on the Blackening, for God's sakes.
yeah, I remember. Yeah, it was great. And then so I didn't go to that one you're mentioning. I think the next time I saw them was probably it was Download 2012.
Yeah, I didn't watch that one. Who was I watching then?
Probably Hiding from the Rain. It was like
I think I was watching Opeth actually.
yeah, they probably will have been on the second stage.
Yeah.
And I think that was the one that was it Sonosphere that caused Rob Flint to have a bit of a hissy fit about festivals.
Yeah, he's not all that keen on festivals these days, is he?
No, but I mean that's unfortunate. But then you do get that like evening with Machine Head thing out of it, where they do 3 hours and
Yeah, I never even got to go to one of them either.
I mean I've
Like,
been to 2, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah, I went Leeds and Newcastle.
yeah,
Both great.
yeah. The last time I saw them was at Newcastle gig at the uni.
Yeah.
For some reason, I've just not got round to seeing them again. I really wanted to see them on that Burn My Eyes
Oh yeah,
reunion. For some reason, I didn't go to
I
that
didn't
either.
go to that. No, it was sort of that would have been about 2019 as well, wouldn't it? So
Yeah.
I've not long moved in my house and stuff, so it was a bit of a busy time. But seeing them on the last tour with the Monomath
Yeah,
and the Halo Effect, that was just class as well.
yeah. Well, you
Still.
said it wasn't that full.
No,
was
it wasn't.
Like-
I mean, it was the arena, so they were maybe a bit too ambitious there, but
yeah, I think so.
fine for me because you can get straight in and out.
Mm.
But yeah, no, it was
Fair.
good. It was good, really good. I think another thing like the lineup changes hasn't helped them as well.
Yeah, that's true. Like, yeah, they lost 2 key members, didn't they, when they did Catharsis, like, which I wasn't a fan of that album anyways.
No, I wasn't. But again, I don't think it was as bad as people made out. I think it was too long, and I think there was some odd songs on there.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, losing Dave McClane, was an incredible drummer, and oh shit, what's the guitar player called?
Phil
again?
Demmel.
Yeah, Phil Demmel. Yeah, he's a sick guitar player. He can really shred. But yeah, I feel like I've seen Machine Head in their prime, and didn't appreciate it as much as I should have done.
Yeah.
Like, because like I say about Metallica, like when I saw them, I was there for Metallica and I wasn't all that bothered about Machine Head, so I would look at the merch and like, I think a few years later, like, I think they released the title track to Locust, and I thought, I was like, oh, actually this song's quite good. And then I listened to the Black and afterwards, and I was like, this is one of the best albums I've ever heard in my life, and like I couldn't believe it. I just felt like, oh shit, I could have really appreciated them on the Blackening. And like when I saw them at the Newcastle Uni, they were really fucking loud there.
Yeah.
Like it was like a bit too loud to like really like appreciate it. I mean, I still had a great time and all that. Like, but and like obviously because there was that many people there, it was hard to see them properly as well. So I need to see them again properly. Like somewhere in a nice little, like just play Newcastle City Hall or something like that.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, it seemed like they've brought that new album out, and yeah, they did that co-headliner with the Monomath, but you're sort of getting half a set then, so yeah, they should come back and do something soon, hopefully.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing them on like one of them Even with Machine Head runs if they were to do that again. Like, because like they've got a lot of long songs as well, so like it'll be good to like see more songs basically.
Yeah. No, yeah, them Evening with us, they are really good. I feel like we spent more time talking about why Machine Head didn't get as big as they should have done, and why not
Yeah,
why they're
true,
a great
actually.
band, but like
Yeah.
no, I mean it's a fair point of discussion, isn't it? But I think for me they just do that thing in metal that I just love. It's just like big, epic sounding songs, like progressive, but not like prog, but like
Yeah.
longer songs that take you to different places and stuff. We're gonna do favourite songs, so I'll jump into it now. Imperium.
Oh yeah.
Just that I was listening to that as well. Just that middle part, that sort of circle pit part. Just,
Yeah. Oh god.
just doesn't get much better.
They opened up with that at the Newcastle.
Yeah, they do quite often, don't with that, and it's
God,
just like
fucking love that song.
yeah, it's so good,
Yeah.
so good.
Nice. Yeah, that's Imperium, brilliant.
Yeah.
But what about your favorite album?
Favorite album be The Blackening,
Same.
definitely.
Same. The Blackening is one of the best metal albums of all time.
Yeah.
For me.
If we were doing top albums, it would be definitely in the top 5.
Yeah.
Definitely in the top 5, maybe even top 3.
Yeah.
Just
Oh,
like
I wanted to get the record because they re-released it.
yeah,
But
they
it was
did.
like 50 quid.
Yeah,
And it was on Picture Disc only. I was like, fuck.
Yeah, that's tough to get hold of.
Yeah.
And so is Burn My Eyes.
Yeah, I would love that.
Yeah, I think the only album of theirs I've got on vinyl is Catharsis. Funny enough.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh dear me. I think not. I think I had Catharsis on pre-order, but then I heard the single. I was like, nah, I'm all right. I'll cancel it.
Yeah.
So I haven't actually got it. No, I have got a Machine Head record, but it's a 7-inch that came with Metal Hammer.
Oh yeah,
It's of the Locust,
nice.
Unto the Locust. Yeah, but yeah, the back catalogue is up and down. I mean, obviously, Burn My Eyes is an unbelievable debut.
Yeah.
I think the More Things Change is better. The one that comes afterwards. I think that's
Really? Nah.
Oh yeah. Oh, I fucking love More Things Change.
It's good. Yeah, it's obviously great, but it's not as good as Burn My Eyes.
Yeah. Oh, it's crushing. I love it. I never actually listened to Supercharger. I don't know.
I wouldn't.
Think of that.
It's all right.
Yeah.
It's
Fair.
not. It's not very good.
No.
Bulldozer's a good song, and that's what.
Burning Red. Are you a fan of that? The rappy Rob Flynn.
Not really.
No.
Not really. Not really.
Fair. But what's it called? What was the one that came after Supercharger?
Burn Red.
Was it?
Yep.
Oh, which one's after Burning Red then? The one with Imperium on?
Through the Ashes of Empire.
That's the one, yeah. Yeah, that's a fucking unreal album. Then they released The Blackening after that. One of the best albums ever.
Yep.
Unto the Locust. Sort of like a continuation of The Blackening, just not to the highest standard.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about it. Like,
Yeah. It's
A lot-
it's a step down, but it's not like a career
yeah,
car crash, which some people claimed it was. But
yeah. But yeah, they released that. Bloodstone and Diamonds is great.
Yeah.
I think. Catharsis was obviously, like as you said earlier on, bloated too long.
yeah, but that came out when there were sort of two of them were on the way out.
Yeah.
So fair enough.
And
then-
the new album is fucking great.
that's
as well.
great. Yeah.
Yeah,
It
I
is
love
great.
it. I mean, I'm not bothered about the whole concept about
No. I mean, generally, I'm not too bothered about concepts in general, but I am gonna contradict that with
Fair.
one of my bands later on. But
this. Yeah.
yeah, I don't think it needs to be a concept. Well, I don't think it needs the concept story behind it. It's just
Not really. It's
what
just,
is
it's
it,
just, it's just,
eight good songs or something.
it's just fucking mint metal. It's
Yeah.
just really, really good.
Yeah,
I mean, I know it's about some sort of fucking
Brothers
dude-
or something.
some dude who goes on a murderous rampage after his missus dies or something like that, and it's in like dystopian, futuristic time or whatever it is. But yeah, it's not really my. I'm not asked about the story itself, but the music's great.
Yeah.
God,
Yeah,
awesome.
it is. It is.
Yeah, need to see Machine Head live again. Need to see them live again.
Yeah,
Now.
I think they might. I think after Bloodstock, was it last year when they did that secret set? I think.
Yeah,
I think they could be back on the festival scene.
I hope so. I feel like festivals need Machine Head. I feel like they do. Like, I know they don't need the festivals really, but like I feel like they came up with like headlining second stage of Download. I'd go to that
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah. Definitely. Yeah. So Machine Head's your number 4. Might be a bit surprising my number 4 because it's Metallica.
Really? Fair enough.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I love Metallica. Of course. Who doesn't?
Just keep this one short.
Yeah. We'll keep it short for you, but yeah, we'll go more into them later on, I'm sure. But
You think?
yeah, I reckon so. I've got a hunch that we will do. But seen Metallica a few times. I bloody love them. Bit like Machine Head. Up and down back catalogue, would you say? But more up than down, obviously.
I wouldn't say up and down catalogue. No, I would say they've got one bad album. That's about it.
One. Okay. Fair.
One outright bad album.
Yeah, true. And but yeah, we'll go more into them later on. I mean, we saw them at a Download recently as well, and we'll talk about that. But how can you not fuck with the first 5 albums even? Just instant classics, the lot of them. Load and Reload, don't care what all you fucking gatekeepers say. Load and Reload's class. Yeah.
Good band.
Yeah, but yeah, they're decent enough. I'll keep it there because we'll talk about them later on.
Maybe.
I'm sure. Yeah, maybes. Anyways, but yeah, that's my number 4, Metallica. Off at that, innit? But yeah.
Well, in the guesses I did for you, I didn't have them in there, so
Really?
yeah.
Ah.
I think I'm way off if I'm honest.
But to be fair, favorite song by them. Favorite album and Justice for All. It just is. Don't care what people say about the bass tone. You're a bunch of cowards. Yeah. It's like, there's no bass. Fuck off. It's class. Yeah, like when they went into Harvester of Sorrows. I know I'm talking about them still, but like when I went into Harvester of Sorrows at Download, I squealed. I literally squealed. Like, my friends and family who were with me, like, just look around at me when, like, made sure I was okay, I think. It was like, oh, bless him. He's seen as one of his favourite bands. But yeah, Metallica. And Justice for All is my favourite album. My favourite song. Fucking hell. Favourite song's a tough one as well. I didn't even think about all my favourite albums and favourite songs. Look, I always know what my favourite albums are by bands, but like picking a song is always hard, I think. My favourite song? Probably. You know what?
Invisible Kid.
Yeah. Probably. I'm just gonna have to say Master of Puppets, really.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna have to say it. I know. It's like it's the easy one to go with, and like, you know, it's their number 1, number 2 hit or whatever, and it's some Stranger Things and all. But Master of Puppets is just one of the best songs ever.
Perfect song.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, really. And every time they play it live, it's amazing.
Yeah.
So, anyways, enough of Metallica. That's our number 4. Let's try a new crisp, shall we?
Yeah. Should we go for?
Should we go for one of your picks?
Well, we'll stick in unfamiliar territory. We'll go for the prawn cocktail Watsits.
Prawn cocktail Watsits. Here we go. These are the giant ones as well. The giant variety. Quite about the size of like my thumb. Like these are giant Watsits. Just for anybody who doesn't know. Here's some ASMR. Obviously not as much of a crunch as you get from the last one.
No.
But
is a Watsit even a crisp?
Yeah. Yeah, it's crisp. I think
It's a
so.
crisp. It's not a potato chip.
Fuck. No, it isn't, is it? Really?
It's a baked corn puff.
It's some sort of processed, like, compressed thing, isn't it?
Good though, eh?
Oh, yeah.
Good.
For sure. That's good. That's...
Ah.
Let me have another one. Let me have another one.
That's the sort of one you could just keep going at, couldn't you? You could go at that full bag in one sitting.
I mean, I like prawn cocktail.
Oh,
I don't think that's the strongest cocktail of prawn.
No. Very sweet, but
Yeah.
I'm giving it an 8.
I'd say 7.
7? Fair.
7 for them. But that's good, though. I like it. It's good. It's not as Moorish as what I thought about the last one. Because, like, immediately after putting that packet of Aberdeen Angus ones down, I wanted to eat some more. Because they felt Moorish. But, what's his Giant's prawn cocktail? That's decent. That's decent. That's a good one.
I will say, it's not gaining anything from being giant.
No, it doesn't. You don't get more flavour. You
No.
don't get more prawn. You don't get more cocktail. You just get more compressed. What's it made out of again?
Corn.
Corn. That's it. So there you go. That's what's its Giant's prawn cocktail.
Yep.
Good though.
Yep.
Good though.
Yep.
If you put that in like a bowl in the middle of a pie, people are gonna pick it up.
Oh.
Do you prefer that over the OG what's it though? Or
Probably not, but maybe though. I don't know. Prawn cocktails are just great, isn't it? So
Yeah.
maybe I don't know. I'd have to
Yeah.
back to back them. So
yeah, it's always a good, reliable, crisp prawn cocktail.
yeah.
I think for me though, I would go back to OG What's-Its. I think I do prefer them over prawn cocktail. But then again, I'm a cheese guy. I love cheesy crisps and cheese in general. So yeah, I'd go for OG What's-Its. Anyways, what's your number 3 favourite band?
Number 3. Yeah. So this has been again one of my favourite bands for years. Unlike Machine Head, I think is probably for me the most consistent band in metal. Mastodon.
Oh, there we go. Now we're
Mastodon
talking.
number 3. Like yeah, I think I first got into Mastodon on. It will have been Crack the Sky. I think was that about 2009? I think it was, yeah. So I just remember seeing it in Kerrang and thinking, "No, that's a cool cover."
Oh, they're all are, aren't they?
Yeah,
But like the Crack the Sky one
yeah.
is
But I just think
amazing.
like being into like Metallica and Machine Head and stuff, and then hearing something like Crack the Sky, it's sort of it's got something in common, hasn't it? It's sort of again the sort of longer songs. But no, I just think they're just a pretty perfect band, really. I like bands where everybody brings something,
Yeah,
and
they all
between those 4, I mean 3 out of 4 of them do vocals.
Yeah.
Drummer Brand's just insane. Like if you ever
So
listen,
unique.
yeah,
Like,
he's basically
no other drummer like him.
basically
I think.
a jazz drummer, isn't he? In a
Yeah,
metal
he is.
band.
Very
And
traditional. Yeah,
if you listen to what he's playing, it's insane. It's like an octopus playing a drum kit, basically.
and he does that while singing.
Yeah,
Fucking insane.
yeah. So yeah, one of the best drummers around, and improving as a vocalist by every album, I would say. Troy Sanders, just great bass player.
Yeah.
Great singer.
Yeah.
Vocalist. I suppose.
You've also got his signature.
I've
bass
got his
guitar.
signature
Yeah.
bass. Yeah, very nice. Brent Hines, just a psychopath.
He is. He's fucking
But
mental,
he's-
isn't he?
Yeah, he's probably.
Right.
I think out of all of the vocally, he's my favourite out of the 3 of them.
Yeah.
And I like that they don't use him all the time. He sort of pops up here and there, which makes it sound more like
Yeah.
special when he shows up.
But a bit like Bran as well. Like Bran's drumming, I find his guitar playing quite unique as well.
Yeah, he's like
he's very sort of like chicken picky and
yeah,
like
yeah,
bluesy traditional.
Yeah.
And some
yeah, he is,
like some of the solos he pulls off is beautiful.
and
I think.
he's absolutely insane.
Yeah.
Like, have you ever seen him in interviews and stuff?
Yeah,
Just,
he's mad in interviews,
Yeah.
isn't he? He's absolutely off it.
yeah,
But I love him. He's class.
Yeah.
Yeah, and obviously, is it Bill? The other guitar
Bill
player?
Kelleher, yeah.
Bill Kelly, yeah. He's a fucking mint. Like, he's come up with a lot of fucking mint riffs as well.
Oh yeah,
Like,
and seems like a really nice guy as well.
yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, I watch a lot of like the rig rundown videos and stuff like that, where they like talk about the the guitars and all that sort of stuff, all the nerdy shit. And he seems like really, really sound and like down to earth, whereas like Brent is just fucking weird.
Yeah.
But like,
Yeah.
he sounds class.
Yeah. Yeah, and they're just the sort of band who can do a bit of everything. Like I say, Crack the Sky is such a proggy album, not as heavy, and then they've got the likes of like Leviathan and Remission and Blood Mountain, which is more like riff oriented, shorter songs.
Yeah.
And then to do something like The Hunter, which is sort of more sort of not mainstream sounding, but definitely more radio friendly.
Yeah.
And they should have got massive with that album. I don't know why they didn't.
Yeah, they should be one of the biggest bands on the planet, I think.
Yeah, yeah.
I think they should be. Like, they're more of like they don't even headline second stage at Download.
No.
Like the last year, I didn't get around to seeing them last year at Download, but they were like second band from headlining second stage.
Yeah.
Which is mad. Like, they're just, yeah, like you say, like a proper consistent back catalogue. Like, some of the songs are absolute masterpieces. Live, I've only seen them once live at Download on main stage.
Is that the only time you've ever seen them?
Yeah, when they did Emperor of Sand. And yeah, they were. I could tell how fucking mint they were, but I thought I need to see them on their own gig.
Yeah, it's like seeing a different band, seeing them indoors.
Yeah, definitely.
I think I must have seen them maybe 5 times.
Yeah, I need to see them properly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Amazing.
fucking incredible band, definitely. Definitely one of the more consistent ones as well. They're another band who just missed out on my top 5, to be fair. And I'm glad they're in the list though, because it's Mastodon on the MastoCast, hosted by Masto Dan.
Yeah. I was wondering how many people have come across this podcast thinking it's a Mastodon themed podcast.
Well, funny enough, one of the only people who was clicked on was I used to play Call of Duty with Ian from Creeper.
All right, yeah.
Right, and he clicked on with my name like just before starting it. He was like, Danny, I just noticed your name, like Mastodon, like Mastodon. That's taken after Mastodon, isn't it? I was like, yeah. And like, one of the only guys to only notice. I was like, yeah, like Ian from Creeper knows. But yeah, Mastodon are fucking perfect. They're incredible.
Yeah.
Favorite album then? Are you saying Crack the Sky?
It's Crack the Sky, yeah.
Same for me. Well, mine, a bit like Ajira, it was hard for me to pick an album for Mastodon. It's my favourite. But when you sent me the instrumental version of Crack the Sky.
Yeah, I was going to mention that actually. You can listen to that, and it's just as sort of gripping without the vocals.
It is, yeah. When I was able to like pick more like the nuances and all that sort of stuff, and all the ethereal stuff that goes in the background and synthy bits. Like when you listen to it instrumentally, like I think I just put it on in the background like while I was on the PC, and all of a sudden I just sat there and I didn't do anything else. I was just listening to it, like just taking it all in. Like, it's fucking incredible, and that's when I thought, actually, this is my favorite Mastodon album ever.
Yeah.
Not necessarily the instrumental version, obviously, but like, I went back to listening to it with vocals afterwards, and I was like, yeah, it's definitely the best one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is funny because it's probably the hardest one to get into.
It is, yeah. I think. When did I get into them? I got into them on The Hunter.
Yeah.
The album after,
Yeah.
Because I think they're pretty much. Didn't they just sign with Roadrunner, and they just went, all right, let's write like a bit more straight ahead sort of metal tracks, that sort of thing.
Possibly, I can't remember if they've been on Roadrunner or not. Maybe.
I think so.
I thought Blood Mountain was Roadrunner. Then they went. Was it Reprise after that? I might be wrong. I don't know.
Maybe I don't know. I don't know the ins and outs. But yeah,
I think they sort of just reached a peak with Crack the Sky and then went and did completely the opposite. But again, it's amazing. The Hunter is great.
Yeah, but their discography is sort of consistent as well. Like Remission. I mean, Remission. That's the debut. I've listened to it once or twice. And yeah, that's decent. But like Leviathan, I've absolutely rinsed.
Oh yeah, it's great.
Blood Mountain, I've rinsed. To be fair, all of them I've rinsed really. Apart from Once More on the Sun, I haven't rinsed that one too much. I think I've only listened to that
I really
once
like
or
that
twice.
as well.
Yeah.
That's probably. I think most people would probably consider that the worst album, but I think it's probably in my at least top 3, maybe.
Right.
Really like it. I haven't actually listened to the new one that much.
Oh really, Hush and Grim?
Yeah.
I love it. I think it's great. I mean, you got to be in the mood to listen to it.
I was gonna say, I think it's a bit too.
It is bleak.
Yeah, and I think at the time it came out, just wanted more upbeat stuff.
Yeah.
Did it come out 2021?
I think it did. Yeah.
So,
like, pandemic.
Yeah, I just wanted It's probably when I got into Don Barocco and stuff like that.
Yeah, to be fair, that's not a bad shout, really.
But no, I need to go back to it at some point.
Favourite song by them?
It'd be On Crack Sky, it'd be The Last Baron.
Yeah, The Last Baron's unbelievable.
13 minutes long.
Yeah.
I love how it always comes back to that vocal refrain that we can set the world ablaze, but
Yeah.
it sort of pops up throughout the song. I think that's...
I love it when bands do that.
Yeah, it's so cool. And yeah, it's just a great song. It's got that little rush bit in the middle as well, hasn't it? Which...
Yeah, it just goes absolutely insane.
Yeah.
Crack the Sky. Like the title track, Crack the Sky, as well.
Yeah.
I think that was like one of the first like songs I heard by them as well, because I remember watching like Sonosphere footage on Sky Art at one time, and then Mastodon came on, and then I just saw Bran drumming while singing. I was like, "Fucking hell, he can do that!" And just really, really impressive. Everything they do, it's an incredible band.
Yeah.
Good number 3. Good number 3.
Solid
like
number
it.
3.
Yeah. My number 3 is a band, the best live band I've ever seen in my life, and a discography that is just, for me, like near perfect discography. Trent Reznor's a fucking genius. There we go. 9 Inch Nails for me. My
Fair
number
enough. I
3.
thought you were going somewhere else with this, but yeah.
But yeah, no, yeah. Well, 9 Inch Nails are just... I've become like an absolute 9 Inch Nails obsessive over the past 5 or 6 years or so. Just hearing about... Cause I heard... We both listen to That's Not Metal, don't we? Like, we used to listen to like, listen to it back in the day.
Yeah, definitely.
And, like, I remember one time they mentioned the Downward Spiral, about how good it was, and then I started listening to it, and I thought, this is one of the greatest albums I've ever heard. And after that, I just started really, really getting into 9 Inch Nails. Like they've got like quite a big discography. There's nothing like sort of easy about it either, to be honest. Like, it does take some time to get into it, I think.
Yeah, I can't contribute much here because I've just never got into them.
Yeah, which I'm really surprised about.
No, it's mental because they've got everything that I should like in a band. For whatever reason, it's just never clicked with me.
Yeah,
I'd love it to.
Yeah, I mean,
I feel like I'm missing out, but
yeah.
I think I've told you why I just got. Well, one of the reasons I can't is because Trent Reznor just sounds too much like him out of Buck Cherry.
Oh, stop it! Stop it! Oh, you're right though. He does.
He's got the same sort of sound and voice.
You know, it's terrible as well though. Buck Cherry, I've covered a 9 Inch Nails.
Yeah,
song.
I remember
I'm
that.
pretty sure they have.
That was pretty bad, wasn't it?
The worst one's Asking Alexandria though, covering Closer. Have you heard it?
No.
I'll send you it. It's terrible.
Mm.
But yeah, like I ended up being a 9 Inch Nails obsessive. Like as I started getting into them properly, I just basically rinsed like the Downward Spiral, and once I got it, I started getting into like the debut album, like Pretty Hate Machine, and like The Fragile, which is like the big long album. That's a double disc one. That's like an hour and 45. That I think, but that's considering how long it is, that's a perfect album as well. With Teeth is a bit more straightforward. Have you tried With Teeth?
Yeah, I didn't mind it, but it just doesn't click with me for some reason. I don't know why.
Mad.
One day.
Mad. Yeah, and like I think as they've gone on, they've sort of explored more sort of like electronic sort of elements, really, like more synthy stuff. I mean, I have done always like in the past, but like I think with like a lot of the later material, like they've got really into like sort of synthy territory, like with
didn't they do like a 2-hour instrumental album or something?
Yeah, like the Ghost stuff. Like, I mean, you don't necessarily need to listen to any of that because they don't do any of that live anyways. I think it's just more like we just got this material, let's release it type thing. And I love Trent Reznor as a vocalist and as a lyricist. I think he looks cool as fuck on stage as well. Like, just the genius of a musician. And I'm dying for a new 9 Inch Nails album because like the last thing they released, I think might have been 2013. They released some EPs. They released 3 EPs, and like all 3 EPs are brilliant. And yeah, that was the last thing they've released. Like, but I don't think they're bothered about doing anything anytime soon because he did a podcast recently with Rick Rubin, and he was just like I've got kids now, and like I'm busy doing like soundtracks
Disney
and stuff like that.
Disney soundtrack.
Yeah, Disney soundtracks and shit like that. Like, he's doing Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie. Fucking mad. And
Big money in that though.
oh yeah, definitely. And he's he's done like The Social Network. That's a really well known one.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's done that.
Yeah.
He's done he did the one for Saul.
Yeah, that's
Did he do
that's
Saul?
why
Yeah, he did,
I mentioned Disney.
Yeah, I feel like did he do another Disney one, or am I making that up?
Isn't he due? Or maybe I'm thinking of Turtles. I don't know. I thought he was due to do one. Maybe not.
Yeah, I know the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie. That's Trent Reznor, and well, there's another guy involved with him called Atticus Ross who joined Nine Inch Nails later on down the line. And
Yeah.
I think he works very very closely with him. But yeah, live. I saw them at Glasgow. I went by myself to Glasgow to go see them last year, and it was the best gig I've ever been to. Like, was it the O2 Academy in Glasgow, which is sort of like about 2,500 capacity. It's not massive.
Yeah.
It's sort of about the same, maybe a little bit smaller than O2 Apollo in Manchester. But I went by myself because I was like, I never know when the next time he's going to tour again.
Yeah.
And like, I don't care who goes with me or not. Like, so I went there by myself, and I don't know if it's a Glasgow thing, but the crowd was so loud, like sing along, like screaming along to like Head Like a Hole and like March of the Pigs and stuff like that, and everything else was just mad. Like that's the thing as well. Like they're quite old, not old, but like, you know.
Well, they go back to the 80s, don't they? I think.
Yeah, like
late 80s.
back into the 80s, yeah. And like the energy from all of them on stage is like they're still going fucking mad for it, and like Trent is just fucking going mad as well. And he doesn't really speak much, but like everything about it, like you should see like the road crew, like as they're getting all the stuff set up. I've never seen so many like roadies on stage, like setting up the gear and everything. But they had a very minimalistic setup as well, like. Like they just had the band and that was it, and like a bunch of like lights behind them. That was like, and that was just about it. But fucking hell, when they ended with "Hurt," which is people usually associate that song with Johnny Cash, but it's actually Nine Inch Nails' own song. But like you could hear everyone's like loads of people like sobbing and crying, like, and I wasn't far off from it. I had a lump in my throat throughout that, and they ended with that, and Trent generally looked like he was going to be fucking about to break down in tears as well. Yeah. Like just looking at him doing it, and I walked out, like I walked all the way back to my Yotel in Glasgow. Walked all the way back, and I was just basically like with my jaw on the floor, like on my way back. And like ever since that gig as well, I've usually like when I see a band at a gig, like I don't listen to them for a while. Don't know how you feel.
No,
like,
I'd probably go the opposite way, to be fair.
Yeah, sometimes I like when we saw Gojira, I started listening to Gojira non-stop. But like when I saw Nine Inch Nails, like I listened to Nine Inch Nails like on repeat, like nearly every day ever since then.
Yeah, I think sometimes I go the other way and I'll listen to a band like loads in the run-up, and then once I've seen them, that's kind of like a full stop.
Yeah.
For a while, if that makes sense.
Yeah. I do a bit. Yeah, I'm a bit like that. To be fair. But with Nine Inch Nails, they just ended up. I just started rinsing them that much and like loving that gig ever since then. Like the thing is as well, if the gigs like they change the set list every time. Yeah. Like yeah. If they were to ever do a UK tour, like I'd love to do more than one night. Yeah. Like if I could, it's not very often that I do that, but yeah, I'd do that for Nine Inch Nails for sure.
Yeah. You know, I really wish it would click, and it will one day, I'm sure. But I feel like I'm missing out.
Yeah, I feel like you are as well.
Yeah.
You never know.
I'm just an uncultured swine.
Yeah, uncultured swine, that's what it is. Yeah. Too many Sims, too many keyboards. Not enough blast beats. Yeah. But favourite albums are The Downward Spiral. Definitely. My favourite song? My favourite song is probably Wish from the Broken EP. It's either Wish or Last from the Broken EP. I don't know if you're familiar with them, like, but
is that the one with the orange cover?
Yeah, it's just got.
I have listened to it. I can't remember the exact song, but yeah.
Yeah, and for me, the Broken EP is the best EP of all time as well. I'd say so.
Yeah, I'm not too passionate about any EPs really, so I'll give you that one.
Yeah, fair. But neither am I, to be honest. But yeah, the Broken EP is incredible, and so is the Downward Spiral. That's my favorite album by them. But yeah, the first two songs of the Broken EP are fucking mad good. Yeah, that's my number 3, 9 Inch Nails.
Cool. Well, I can't answer my favourite album or song because I just don't know enough.
You don't know. Just say Closer, and that'll be it.
Closer.
Yeah, everyone knows that one. Great. Right, what Christmas are we going for next? We did the What's It's, didn't we?
Yeah.
Last time. Shall we go for between the jalapenos and the Thai sweet?
Go for them, the jalapenos.
Jalapenos, the extra hot ones.
Have you had these before?
No.
Alright, they're nice.
Never.
They're nice. They are pretty hot.
Oh, you've had them before?
Yeah.
The vending machines at work have the Max Strong ones, but they have the flame grilled ones and the paprika ones. Paprika ones are fucking awesome.
The chicken wings, those ones are nice.
Yeah, here we go. Well,
let's have a look.
Oh, hello. Oh, that's fucking hot. Well, it's fucking banging though. Oh.
Yeah, they're pretty spot on, aren't they? I can't complain with those.
Oh yeah. Oh, the fucking hell, that's hot. Extra hot. I'm gonna have another one. Oh. Unbelievable that.
Yep.
Oh.
I'd go 8 again.
How hot that. Oh, Jesus.
8 out of 10.
I'm going 9 out of 10 for that. That's unbelievable. Hot. Woof. God. I don't think I could wolf them all down, like. My mouth will be on fire.
Yeah,
and I'm not. Hot. And I'm not great with, like, hot scran either, to be fair. Hot scran. Like, I'm a bit of a baby when it comes to it, but that was really good.
Yeah, they're nice.
You know what? Shout out Hayley, but she made some wraps last night, like halloumi salad wraps, and thought she'd put one of my hot sauces in, not knowing like the spice level of some of them. She put like this habanero hot sauce in, which is like one of the it's the hottest one I've got.
Yeah.
And my mouth was on fucking fire last night. Honestly, I was like getting ice pops out of the freezer a lot. I was like, oh, fuck, and like she was just saying like, oh no, what have I done? Like our mouths were just absolutely fucking blazing. But that, not as hot as that. Still pretty damn hot though. I couldn't wolf them down.
Yeah.
As Moorish as they are, we'll have another one.
Yeah, they're nice. On the subject of hot sauce, do you watch hot ones on YouTube?
Love it. Yeah.
Yeah. See, I got a bottle of the Bomb. Do you know the one that just kills everyone?
Oh no, I
haven't got it anymore. I got it a couple of years back. It's as bad as everyone makes out.
Really?
Yeah.
Does it just completely knock you out? Like
it just tastes horrible. It tastes like battery acid.
Oh, I couldn't do that. I even thought about buying it just for the shits and gigs, but no.
No, it's just awful. It's not enjoyable at all.
Why would you do that to yourself? Love yourself, please. Yeah. Love yourself. Don't do that ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. But they're fucking quality. Them. Bravo, Walkers so far. That was really good. Anyways, what's your number 2?
Number 2.
I need a sip of beer.
Very similar band to Mastodon, really, in many ways, but just a level up, I think. Tool.
Oh. Yeah. Just missed out on my top 5
really?
as well.
Yeah, just like perfect band, really.
Yeah, definitely.
Again, not many albums really in the grand scheme. What, 5 albums?
Yeah, 5, isn't it? Yeah,
5 albums. Obviously, it's gonna happen when they take 13 years to release an album, but
yeah,
just amazing. Just like nobody sounds like Tool.
No,
nobody.
People try to sound like Tool.
Nobody's as good as Tool, basically.
No, definitely not.
You sort of, when you talk about Tool, you're getting into obnoxious Tool fan
territory. Yeah, definitely, for sure.
But no, they're just like 4 musicians who are pretty much the best at their instruments, just like in the world.
Yeah, they are. They really are.
Like the best drummer in the world, I would say.
Oh, he's up there for definitely. Yeah. Danny Carey is just incredible.
Yeah, just ridiculous. Amazing bass player, just perfect bass tone.
Justin Chancellor. Yeah.
Just does all the right things. Just incredible. Maynard, another psychopath, but just what a voice, like so distinct.
Yeah.
And Adam Jones is just like one of the loudest guitarists I've ever heard, but again, just plays all the right things. Just
Not a shredder. But
no,
like,
not at all.
Very.
Quite the opposite,
But just
really. But
fucking still amazing. Like
yeah.
some of the stuff he's come up with, like he's very good at being like really ethereal.
Yeah.
But also really a great riff writer. Just unbelievable band.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Well, we both saw them at Download 2019. Best festival set I've ever seen.
Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, just I mean, I'd obviously never seen them before because I don't think they've played in this country in what 13 years.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, because that Download one was like the first time they played in well over a decade.
Yeah, so obviously top of my list of bands to see, and then for it to be like everything you imagine it to be.
As perfect as it was, yeah. And like, yeah, when they played, like one of my highlights for me was when they played the new stuff that I'd not heard before.
Yeah, which is rare, isn't it? Really, normally you see a band and then they play the new, a older band, a band of that sort of that far into their career, they play the new stuff, and which I'm sure you know about, seeing Iron Maiden recently.
Yes.
You're sort of waiting around for the classics, but sort of getting because I don't even think they were on streaming at the time, were they? Or they'd just gone on?
Pretty much, yeah. I think it was round about the time they announced the new album.
Yeah, so it wasn't like...
round about the time they were playing Download, I think, yeah. So
it wasn't like you could go on Spotify or whatever and listen to the new song. Your only chance to hear like a new Tool song was them playing it in front of you. So yeah, I see what you mean about that, yeah. But again, like, nobody sounds like Tool. No, I've never seen a band do that sort of thing live on the same scale either.
Yeah.
It's like so unique. Obviously, him being at the back of Maynard being at the back of the stage.
Yeah.
Sort of hiding away. The visuals, just insane. They look a bit dated now, but still just cool, iconic stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of thought it'd look dated, but like dated in like a sort of cool way.
Yeah,
I don't know, it's hard to...
Not like when you watch... What's the Dire Straits music video?
Oh, that one. Fucking hell.
That looks dated, whereas this is like...
Money for not... What's it called? I know which one you're on about. It's bad. Yeah.
Not dated like that. But, yeah. And that was amazing. And I saw them... 2021, I'm going to say, in Manchester, and that was possibly better.
Right.
But, I mean, the set list wasn't better, but the show was just insane. Like, they played mostly new stuff, which again, you'd think, I can't play some, give us a bit more from like the classics, but that new stuff was amazing. And like what they did with the stage, so they had like a big curtain around the stage that sort of was like projecting on it as well. So like, and then they slowly sort of parted that throughout the show, but then that sort of fed into the songs and stuff. It was amazing.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was great. And then for some reason they did like in the interval they did a timer, like it was like a countdown for like 15 minutes or something, which I've never seen a band do, which was a bit odd.
No, that's weird.
And then they came out and did like an acoustic song, and Maynard actually came in front of the stage.
Oh, right.
Yeah. And then they did the drum solo, is it Chocolate?
Oh, Chocolate Chip Drip,
yeah. Which again, what I was saying about Gajira, like, it wasn't boring. Normally drum solos are boring. That wasn't boring. It was pretty crazy because they had the camera like on Danny Carey as well, just seeing what he was doing, and just insane.
Yeah, for a change, just knocking all the visuals off completely and putting the camera on Danny.
Yeah. Just one of the best bands ever.
Yeah,
second best band ever, actually.
Yeah,
fact.
There you go. And then, I mean, like you were saying about, like, well, with Download, like there was no cameras on them or anything. It was just all the visuals, and like, you know, I wasn't like really close to like viewing wise. Like, I couldn't really see them all that great, to be fair. Like, I got fairly decent enough view. I was like near the sound desk, I think. But like, the sound was just perfect to
Oh
justify
yeah,
it.
yeah,
And, like,
that's another thing. The sound was like just so clear, like so.
Yeah.
It,
Yeah.
it didn't sound like you listened to the album, because I don't understand when people say that's a good thing, because it's not really. But it sounded so crisp and like strong sounding for like an outdoor show.
Yeah, like when they opened up with an aimer, I was like, oh, here we fucking go. Like,
Yeah.
this sounds perfect.
Yeah.
And for me, like, it was like the visuals that were going along with Parabola.
Parabola, yeah, it's that.
Fuck, like my jaw was on the floor.
Yeah,
for
that was the bit that got me as well. It was because
Yeah.
it ends with like them big chords, doesn't it?
Yeah, yeah,
And they did like the man with the fire circle thing. Or
yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it was just like it was a very mesmerizing experience. Like,
Yeah.
like, yeah, like for me, just incredible band. Yeah, I can't believe I didn't put them in my top 5. Actually, talking about them now, feel silly now. But
Yeah, they're firmly in my number 2, and they'll probably never not be my number 2.
you think they'll make another album?
Yeah, I think they will, but you
Yeah,
forget how old they are as well. Actually, they're all
like
60 or touching
Danny
60.
Carey's like fucking 60 odd. Isn't he?
Yeah,
Man.
if they don't, and whatever,
They've got a perfect fucking back
got-
catalogue.
yeah, I'd say they've got 3 10 out of 10s, and 9 out of 10, and a 8 out of 10.
Yeah, fair. Yeah, favorite album then?
Oh, 10,000 Days maybe, but then again, Lateralis probably. I don't know. I think it's probably Lateralis. It probably is.
Yeah,
But
same.
There's something about 10,000 Days that I just really like.
Yeah,
I
I
like-
love the production on 10,000
Yeah.
Days.
Yeah, and I think so. Like my dad was big into Tool, and he got me into Tool. He still is into Tool.
I got my dad into Tool.
Yeah, and I remember he used to have the CD that had like the goggles. Do you remember that one? Did you ever see that?
I got that for my dad's birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just that just sort of, it's just, another thing, reason why I like the album, just such a cool sort of packaging.
Yeah.
But yeah, it'd be
they're
like-
like their packaging, like, even if it costs a bank loan's worth.
Yeah. But no, it would be Lateralis for consistency, I would say.
Yeah, same. Yeah, Lateralis for me.
Yeah.
Just fucking amazing album.
Yeah.
But then again, I absolutely love Anima as well. 10,000 Days. That's probably my third favourite album. Anima's probably second.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lateralis on top.
I could probably
Yeah.
have any of those 3, and they would interchange depending on
Yeah.
what mood I'm in.
Yeah, to be fair.
Yeah. Favourite song? Probably The Pot.
Good shout. Fucking riff on that, like, to be fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good song to go with. I think my favourite song would probably be Parabola. I think I would go with that.
Yeah, but
But it has to be Parabola
the
too.
two together.
Parabola, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, just you can't hear it without it, really. And I know they did that at Download. Like, they just did Parabola.
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
And but even still, like, live, when they just go straight into that fucking riff, like the yeah, fucking brilliant band, amazing song, and just brilliant back catalogue as well.
Yep.
I hope they come back soon, and hopefully they do another album. It'll be good if they do. But if not, again, like you say, still got the rest of their material.
Yeah.
Like I'd go see them. I'd go see them again like 1,000 times. Like, even if they've still got the same material for the rest of their lives. If you know what I mean.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
do. I know what you mean.
Yeah. But I think I was watching Architects the same day they were playing Manchester, I think.
Yeah.
I'd already got tickets for Architects. So
I double booked as well. I didn't realise, but there was only one band I was saying.
Yeah, no, that's fair. My number two, they were my favourite band for a long time. And as you said, I saw them not long ago as well. Bloody Iron Maiden, innit? Bloody Iron Maiden, I love them. I just bloody love them. I mean, I went into the gig on the... Was it the second episode of the podcast? I think it was, yeah. The second episode of the podcast where they were doing like the whole Somewhere in Time tour thing. And... yeah, I mean, they're about those 16 albums deep, Iron Maiden. And obviously, I think for me, the 80s is straight up not a bad album in the 80s for Iron Maiden. For me, anyways.
No, I would agree.
Yeah, yeah.
I was just trying to think when. Is it No Prayer for the Dying? Was that 90?
That's 90. Yeah.
Right, I'll give you that one.
Yeah. So yeah, the 90s is a bit questionable for Maiden, like, because obviously, yeah, No Breath of Dying, it's not great. Fear of the Dark's better, but the Blaze Bailey era is not so great at all.
Poor guy.
Yeah, poor guy. Nice guy though. Met him, but yeah, poor guy. But like the comeback for Brave New World is like, it's probably looked at as one of the best comebacks ever, isn't it? Like,
Yeah. It's a solid album. Yeah.
Yeah, really, really great album, and like this is the thing. Like, I know where people come from when they say Iron Maiden song, all the Iron Maiden songs sound the same, all the albums sound the same, but I feel like the latter day Maiden does sort of have different, like, sort of themes around it. Like,
Probably, I think you can split them into like 4 categories. Like the first 2 sound how they sound, a bit raw, punky sound. The next 6 albums maybe.
yeah,
Anything 80s basically sounds.
yeah, sort of similar. I can see where people come from with that.
And the
but
90s stuff's just bizarre.
yeah, the 90s is just, I wouldn't bother touching that.
Oh, Brave New World was 99, wasn't it?
No, that's 2000.
Is
that.
it?
Yeah,
Oh, fair enough.
2000. Yeah.
And then I think from then onwards they've had a different sound again, but
Yeah, I think Brave New World's a bit more anthemic.
it does have long songs in it though. It's got at least 3 10-minute songs, I would say.
Yeah, couple. I think Dance of Death, which I think is a really underrated album.
Yeah, I do.
Dance of Death's a bit more theatrical, I think. A Matter of Life and Death is a bit more darker.
I never got into that one.
Did you not?
No,
Fucking hell.
Nah, it felt like, and this is not necessarily a bad thing. It felt like a sort of, like it was just they were jamming and they just recorded it.
Fair. Yeah, I mean, I think that's why I like it a lot. I think it's I think the songs are a bit darker, but it's a bit more raw as well. I think that's why I really like it. And Final Frontier is a bit hit and miss. That's when I try to go a bit prog.
I think that's the best of the would that be the third newest album, wouldn't it?
It'll be the 4th one, I think. Yeah, 4th, because it's Brave New World, Dance to Death.
No, sorry, like counting back over.
I'll go on. Yeah, it will be.
Yeah, the third, like most recent. I'd say that's the best out of the 3.
Yeah, out of the 3, yeah, I think Final Frontier is the best. Book of Souls, Take It or Leave It, and Senjutsu. Nah, I'm not massive on Senjutsu.
I don't even think I've listened to it. I heard the singles and
I've listened to it, Senjutsu maybe 3 times. Listened to it again once on the run up to like the last gig I went to see them on. And I have to admit, like there's a few songs in the set that's maybe you think, these sound better than what I thought. But I didn't go back to the album or anything.
Well, I've seen a lot of some of the reviews of the latest 2, and everyone's saying how good that is, Writing on the Wall or something. But
I do like Writing on the Wall.
No, it sounds too like 70s dad rock for me. It's got no got no like weight to it at all. It's just such a weak riff.
Yeah,
that bit at the end's cool. It goes like classic Iron Maiden, but just it's just, I don't know.
Yeah, some of the other. I mean, yeah, it's for me, I think Book of Souls is quite mid, whereas Senjutsu for me, I'm just not interested at all. But for me, mostly their discography is great. I think some of my favorite albums have been made by them, and live, they're fucking unbelievable. Like, I've seen them 8 times now. I was disappointed the very first time I saw them because they played A Matter of Life and Death in full.
Yeah,
and they only played like 5 songs after that.
That's far too self-indulgent. That.
Yeah, I mean, I do really like A Matter of Life and Death, but like they played like after they played A Matter of Life and Death, they played 5 songs, which was Fear of the Dark, Iron Maiden, Evil That Men Do, 2 Minutes to Midnight, and Hallowed Be Thy Name. Like, for my first concert seeing them at 14-year-old, I was like, where's Number of the Beast?
Have you researched that, or did you just remember that?
I just remembered it. I remember very well. Yeah, it was 2006. Fucking hell. But yeah, that was my first time seeing them. But I've seen them 8 times now, and thankfully I've been able to hear a lot of the songs that I've wanted to hear live, because they've done like so many different eras and stuff like that as well. Like, as well as touring albums, they've like touched back on different eras. Like,
Yeah, it's a cool thing to do.
yeah, like when they did like the Final Frontier, like they harked back to like Dance of Death and Brave New World, which is an era that I absolutely loved by them. And they did like the Made in England tour, which is absolutely amazing. And what else did they do? They did Legacy of the Beach, where the
beach,
the Legacy of the Beach, Seaton Crew. Fucking no, they did. They went back to some stuff like some deeper cuts that I've not heard live, like Flight of Icarus and stuff.
Yeah,
like
that was a crazy set list. That
was really good set list, and yeah, just fucking brilliant live. I love Maiden a lot, and I saw them twice on the Book of Souls run, because I generally heralded Book of Souls a lot higher back then when it came out.
I think a lot of people, well, maybe not, but I feel like when it came out, a lot of people were like, "Oh, it's amazing! It got 10 out of 10 in Metal Hammer, didn't it?" And like, I think over time, people have sort of realised maybe it's not as good as I thought it was.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I think considering their age and everything, and like the material that they do play, like I feel like they still have a lot of energy in them. Like, even though they're all in the 60s,
they make
like,
a lot of bands look silly by
they do, yeah.
Good they are still, like, yeah.
I feel like the last time I saw them, like they sort of modernized it with some of the screens and whatever, and like the fucking laser guns and all that sort of shit. Like, some of it gets a bit silly, but I love it when they do it. Like, it's fucking brilliant. So, like, he had like a fucking laser, like, and he was shooting at Eddie.
Yeah, I saw the footage.
For Heaven Can Wait, and I was like, oh my god, that's mental.
Just a daft lad, isn't
he? He is. He's a mad lad. But yeah, fucking Maiden, quality live, they're amazing. Like, I spent a lot of my time like, learning guitar. Like when I first started learning guitar, I was learning a lot of Iron Maiden songs because they were very easy. but like as I got into them, I started listening to all their albums, and they were a band I like properly grew up with.
Yeah, so I didn't, so that's probably why I'm not as big of a fan as you are.
Yeah. I mean, it's part of my dad as well, like, because he's got a lot of the original albums like on vinyl, and like, when I was getting into music, like in the new metal sort of days, and like he introduced me to like his old records, and like the Iron Maiden ones obviously stood out because of the cover art and everything, like the font.
I think that's how a lot of people get into them, isn't it? I think they're a band that sort of parents.
This is someone coming with a Derek Riggs signature tattooed on the wrist, like the guy who'd signed like I'm pretty sure he did like the 80s main covers. I don't know whether he did any post 80s, but I know he definitely did like the album covers in the 80s for sure. But yeah, just what a band. Amazing live. Got some really good anthemic tunes. Some of the long ones are really good. Not all of them, but a lot of them are really good. Like, I'm still dying to hear them do Around with the Ancient Mariner live. Never heard them do it live.
They did it on that it
was like it was called Somewhere Back in Time.
Yeah, they did it then, didn't they? But I prefer the Seventh Son title track for the longer songs.
Yeah, I've heard them do that. That was fucking unbelievable.
That's a better song than I would say.
Oof, I don't know. I really bloody love Round with the Ancient Mariner.
It's too repetitive for me.
I don't know. I mean, to be honest, like, I'll say it now. I mean, the Power Slave's my favourite Iron Maiden album. Like, that for me is a perfect 10 out of 10 album. Like, this is fucking amazing.
Even Back in the Village?
Oh yeah, Back in the Village. I'm all for Back in the Village. It's fucking incredible. I love it. Like, the riff's fucking class, and like just and Flash of the Blade as well.
I like the instrumental. What's it called?
Lost for Words.
Yeah, that's pretty.
Yeah,
cool.
yeah. That was really good. I mean, there's as in terms of album openers, Ace's Eye is like, it's got to be like the top album opener.
Ever?
Like, not ever. Sorry, but like, like in terms of like rock metal albums, like Ace's High has got to be up there with like some of the best like album openers.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Fair enough. If you think.
I don't really like that song, but
yeah,
I'm not the biggest fan. I like them. I respect them. I'm just not the biggest fan. I think I've always struggled with is like the biggest heavy metal band in the world, pretty much, but they're not heavy.
Yeah, and like the
There's no like I like more riff based music, and Maiden's more like I don't like the gallopy thing. So
yeah. And sometimes I kind of feel like that as well, like as I think of Iron Maiden, but it's not until I see them live.
not that
I'm
being
like,
heavy is makes you a better
yeah,
band.
yeah,
I'm just
of
saying
course.
that like I think you see the artwork and stuff, and you before you heard them, you get this idea in your head, and then I think the first time I heard them, I was like, well, this doesn't sound like it looks. If that makes sense.
To be fair, you could say the same about Ghost, couldn't you?
Oh yeah, you could, yeah.
Yeah.
So I think it's just from that initial point of hearing them, that's probably why I've never been the biggest fan.
Yeah. Fair. But yeah, for me, favourite album, Power Slave. Favourite song, Wasted Years, for me.
I'll go album Seventh Son, song Infinite Dreams.
Ooh, good shout, that is a really good song, to be fair. That's one. Did they play that at Download 2013? When they did the main?
They didn't. No, I remember.
I didn't think they did.
I saw them at Download and then went to see them in London as well. And they didn't. They did like the same set list. They didn't play it, which is crazy.
Yeah, that's mad. That like Infinite Dreams is really underrated.
They did it on. I'm pretty sure they did it on Legacy of the Beast though. Maybe I'm wrong.
No, they didn't do that.
Oh, fair enough.
Like I've seen them twice on Legacy of the Beast because, yeah, before the pandemic, like they were touring that, and they came back after the pandemic and still toured it, and like because that's when the headline Download again, like last year, but they were still.
I thought they did it on that first.
Good.
Maybe I'm wrong.
No, they didn't. Unfortunately, because I'd love to see them do it live. I mean, this is it. Like I've seen them live 8 times. And there's still a lot of songs that I'd love to hear them do live. Like, it's mad.
Yeah.
But yeah, Iron Maiden, number 2. There you go.
Okay.
So go on then, talk about Lost Prophets.
I'm gonna talk about the actual best heavy metal band of all time.
Oh, go on then.
Well, we know it's Metallica.
Yeah, it's Metallica, innit?
Yeah.
It's Metallica. I know you bloody love them.
Yeah. Just come back to it again. Just like the first band that loved and still do. Just, I don't know. I kind of feel like when you discover music and then you go on, you're always trying to find a band that compares to that first band that you loved, and there's never been anything that's come close for me.
Fair.
Just like you said, like the first, 5 albums and more for me, but the first 5 albums just like. All 10 out of 10 albums.
Yeah.
Just it's got everything. It's like just the best riffs you've ever heard, the best songs you've ever heard. Just everything. And then to sort of reach a point of being a thrash band and sort of reaching a plateau and Justice for All and thinking, well, pretty much completed thrash now. Let's do let's
really.
do the best hard rock album ever made. And then just what a band.
It's mad as well though, like when you get the gatekeepers who go on about just the 80s thrash Metallica albums, and then they hear the Black Album and they go, oh no, it's a fucking shit album. Metallica were bad when they released the Black Album. I guarantee you, if it was a different band who released the Black Album, they'd fucking love
anyone
it.
who says that is insane.
Yeah, they are.
Just
fuck
mental.
them. Fuck the lot of them.
It's not even like it's not as if it's a drop off in heaviness or anything. Like some of the heaviest Metallica stuff is on that album.
Yeah, The God That Failed, and fucking Sad But True, and
like it's not, the songs aren't as long and as involved, but what they're lacking, like length and sort of intricacy. It's just
and speed, like it doesn't have to be fast to be heavy or anything.
Yeah. But even then, there's like Through the Never, which is basically a thrash song.
Yeah. And same with Holier Than Thou as well.
I think people who would say that about the Black Album probably haven't listened to it front to back.
Probably haven't, though.
Yeah.
No, they've head into Sandman and just thought, nah, not for me, this. But for me, the best production an album has ever had.
Oh, yeah. It's sort of the benchmark, isn't it, for like good production, I would say. If I'm like buying a pair of headphones or something and I want to test them out to see what they sound like, I'll always probably go for that album. Yeah. Just beefy sounding album.
Just fat.
Yeah.
For PH, fat.
Yeah. But like, if you track it back from the start, like Kill 'Em All, they were probably 19 when they wrote that. I would say, or when they put that out.
Mad.
And it just sounds like a band 5 albums in.
That bit in my favourite part of Kill 'Em All is the bit in Four Horsemen where it goes da, 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 da,
Yeah.
da, 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 da. That bit is just like right.
Yeah.
Like 2-step wasn't invented back then, but people would 2-step to that.
40-year-old
Spin
yesterday, that
kick,
album.
yeah. Fucking hell.
40 years old.
Yeah. I mean, I obviously wasn't alive back then to know that, but still, 40-year-old, and that is like better than a lot of heavy albums you get today. Like that try to be thrashy.
Yep. And then
fucking mint.
Yeah, like Ride the Lightning's probably my favourite album of theirs. And that's just a step on. It's just like building on what they've done. Started adding like quote unquote ballads.
Yeah.
Not really ballads, but more sort of clean guitars and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Master of Puppets, I mean, how
one of the most perfect thrash albums.
Yeah.
I mean, for a long time, Ride the Lightning was my favourite Metallica album. But it wasn't until like I discovered And Justice for All where I was like, fucking hell, this is fucking gnarly.
Yeah. But like, Master of Puppets, like having a bass player like Cliff Burton doing what he did was like, Orion's just one of the best songs ever written in my opinion.
Right, fair enough.
Yeah, just like ridiculous, and it's an instrumental, and it's
as far as long instrumentals go, it's fucking brilliant.
But when you listen to it, it's influenced by everything. There's like a waltz part in there.
Yeah,
it's insane.
You say the same about Call of Cthulhu as well.
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah. And then And Justice for All after that, just like as I say, just sort of like reaching a creative peak, just like intricate songs, crazy riffs. Amazing.
Yeah. Well, just one of the best metal bands ever. Obviously, I couldn't go into too much detail because I knew this would be your number one.
Yeah.
I knew it. Definitely. But crazy good live as well. I've seen them, like I said, 4 times. And obviously they're doing this whole 2-night thing where they're changing the set list for both nights. And I saw them 2009 at Sheffield at Death Magnetic Tour. And I saw them again at Download 2012. But when they played for my third time on the Thursday at Download, there were about 10 songs in, and I was like, I've not heard any of these songs live yet.
Yeah.
It was mad because like they opened up like Creeping Death and like Harvester of Sorrows and all this sort of stuff, and Leper Messiah and all these other songs. Like there was about 10 songs like where I was like, I've not heard any of these live yet, and I'm finally hearing them live. And like, I don't think it was until they went into The Day That Never Comes where I was like, fucking hell, now there's a song I've heard live before, which I don't mind, to be fair.
Yeah. Oh, that's a great song. I thought that was probably one of the highlights of that set, actually.
Yeah, same.
It was amazing.
Yeah. But like for anyone who fucking disses Death Magnetic, behave as well.
Oh yeah, I love that. Love it. Like that was the album. That was the first album that, like, being a fan that had come out in my time of being a fan. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
So sort of, it would rank high on my ratings for that reason. Probably more of a nostalgia thing than actually a quality thing. Although I think it's a pretty solid album as well. It just sounds a bit bad. The production's a bit bad.
Yeah.
It's sort of too loud. It's almost
it is. It's unbearable at some points. Like there is a hack. You can listen to this album. It's a Guitar Hero remix.
Oh yeah,
isn't it? Like on YouTube only. If you type in Death Magnetic remix, it sounds so much better.
Yeah.
Like it's not like clipping and there's like really like Lars Ulrich's snare sounds really distorted. Like especially for a song like The Day That Never Comes, it's just like and it's not nice. But yeah, it's fucking solid. All Nightmare Long is All Nightmare Long is up there for me, top 10 Metallica songs. For me.
It wouldn't be top 10 for me, but it's my favourite song on that album probably, and it's a great song.
They played that at Sheffield when I saw them.
Yeah, I think they'll play. So, first time I saw them was this tour you're referring to, but I was in Newcastle. It was actually my second ever gig.
Ooh,
ever. So
not bad, that, is it?
Yeah, just you sort of peak too soon, I think. But yeah, they played that then. That was the Death Magnetic tour, wasn't it? So
yeah,
they played. I don't know if they did it in Sheffield, but they played for No Leaf Clover.
No, they didn't. No.
Yeah, they played that night, which was such an odd thing to throw in there.
Yeah. To be fair, like the set at Sheffield was more hit orientated,
Yeah.
like which was fine for me because it was my first time seeing Metallica, and like, you know, I wanted to hear like, you know, like Battery and Memory Remains and all that sort of stuff.
Yep.
And like the cover "Am I Evil" by Diamond Head, which was great.
I think I think they did a Queen cover on that.
Oh, was it Stone Cold
Yeah,
Crazy?
they did Stone Cold Crazy.
Garage Incorporated.
Yeah.
Class.
Yeah.
Nice. I mean, what was the best time you've seen them? Would you say?
Probably that gig, just you know, pretty much my first gig.
Yeah.
My second gig, but my first big gig.
that was mine as well. Like the Sheffield Arena one, because like the thing is as well, like when they do this with all their gigs now, like, and they did back then, like they record all the gigs,
Yeah.
like, and they sell them like as an MP3 format, and if you want to like make a CD out of it, they'll send you like the like PDF files of like what the cover would be and like the back of the CD, and we did that with Sheffield Magnetic. Me and my dad had the copy, and like after that I listened to that live album like constantly. And I was just like, oh god, I was there, like Ride the Lightning and everything, and like, because I remember back then the highlight was Memory Remains, like the whole crowd doing like the wars.
Oh yeah, that is
it's fucking wild.
They didn't do that download, did they?
No.
That's bizarre. That over 2 nights they wouldn't do.
They did Fuel though.
Yeah,
I'm fucking buzzing with that.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, so I'd say that was probably the best time I've seen them. But I saw them in Manchester in about 2018 in the arena.
Yeah.
Like in the round, and I was like, from me to you, from Hetfield, which was crazy.
Fucking hell.
Yeah.
We were seating for that.
Oh, you were there?
For
Sheffield.
For Sheffield.
Yeah, I was seating the first time I saw them, but
Yeah.
because they do the in the round, you're never that far away, are you?
Yeah.
But now we had standing for this Manchester one, and he was right up in front of me, which was pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, like, yeah, the latest the download shows were good. I enjoyed them, but they're not the same band live.
I was gonna ask, do you think they're sort of aging a bit?
Oh yeah,
I think so.
I'll admit it. Yeah,
still amazing shows, but you can just tell. I mean,
his banter between songs was so weird, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was just like
it's like he didn't know what to say.
What to say.
Like,
yeah.
He probably would have been better off just not saying anything. But
Yeah.
I must admit, when he came out with a cigar, it was just the coolest thing I've ever
he
seen.
looked fucking mint, didn't he? Yeah, cool as fuck.
Yeah.
Like, if I'm ever his age, I want to look as cool as that.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
They're still a great band to see live because
Oh,
the
yeah.
songs are untouchable, and like there's not much of a show now, is there really? I remember a couple of years ago they used to have like the big lasers and stuff. They seem to have stripped the show back quite a bit, but
Yeah, they have. There was just a lot of like sort of cylindrical screens, wasn't there?
money,
like around.
money must be tight for them.
Yeah. But like they had a lot of fire when they did Fuel, and I was like, oh yes, get in.
Yeah.
And, but like that when they did Death Magnetic tour, like obviously they had the center stage and had like these coffins up that were holding the lights, and there was a lot of fire around Laz's kit, and just fucking brilliant. I fucking love Metallica. Absolutely love them. People go on about the 90s Metallica like it's shit. It isn't. I don't think.
No.
Certainly not the strongest Metallica, but like there's some stuff in the 90s period that is up there as some
of the songs off Load and Reload would easily be in my top 10, like Bleeding Me and
King Nothing.
Yeah.
Fucking shit, they played that at Download as well. I was buzzing when they played King Nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, you said that was an album that was objectively bad. That Saint Anger?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just is, isn't it? It was sort of just an unfortunate set of circumstances for them to be making an album at that time.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, definitely. The Some Kind of Monster documentary is it's an interesting watch. Like, to see where they were at and everything. Like, it's quite a good documentary, really. Even though they made a bit of a shit album.
Yeah, but it's just interesting to see like just how the band runs. Like, it's almost like a business now, isn't it? Which any big band would be, but just for them, it's just on another level because of how big they are, and just like when they tell Rob Trujillo he's got the job, and then they say, "Oh, and we'll give you $1 million as well." Just like
you don't fucking get that anymore, do you? Jesus, yeah. Metallica are just fucking great. I mean, Saint Anger's so funny though, like, because I know it's a bad album, but like every once in a while I go back to it.
It's getting a bit of a cult following now, isn't it?
Yeah, like
There's a lot of I don't know, like these newer death metal bands are sort of going for the same.
I was gonna say, like all the death metal bands are nicking the Saint Anger snare.
Yeah,
because it's weird. Like when you listen to the snare like that around that music, you think, nah, it doesn't go well. But like when you hear it with like a death metal band, it's like, yes, let's go.
so daft, so daft, isn't it?
Like I want to hear every grindcore album with that snare. Like,
silly.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it was just a bit of a silly path in their career. I think it's safe to say like the newer material after Death Magnetics just
You pick
it's
and choose the good moments, don't you?
Yeah,
Which
yeah.
I think is what you expect with the band over 40 years in. Like we said the same about Iron Maiden, I guess, didn't we? Like,
yeah. I mean, like, funny enough, both bands, Iron Maiden and Metallica, both their last two albums have both been double disc albums.
yeah, they need to stop that.
They need to stop it. They need a producer to say, stop that. You just stick with this and like shorten down your songs a bit. Like, because if you take all the good songs out of fucking hell, I had
That's
that.
my knee, that, yeah.
Yeah, I hope the microphone picked that up. Fucking hell.
Charlie Blunt.
But yeah, 72 seasons. If you picked all the best songs from that, you'd have a fucking mint album. Like, and same with Hardwired. I think the last album for that.
Yeah. That had a couple of songs that weren't great on it, but it had a couple of like absolute. Like I think Moth into Flame could easily be in their set list until they call it a day.
Oh yeah, that was fucking brilliant at Down.
Yeah,
as
yeah.
well. Yeah. When they went into that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that spit out the bone as well. That's quality. I think that one's great.
Yeah. Well, we've done our favourite albums, favourite song.
Our favourite song. Did I say?
I think you did, didn't you? I think you did. I can't remember what it was.
Yeah, I said Master of Puppets, didn't I?
Oh yeah,
I did.
okay. I'll go for Creep and Death.
Oh god, yeah. When they opened up with that, I download again. Like that was a Thursday night as well, wasn't it? They opened up with Creep and Death. I was like, oh, you fucking beauties.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Cool.
Nice one.
I'll stop because
yeah, fucking hell. Yeah, I need to talk about my favourite band now. And we're fucking hell. I didn't think we were going to be going for this long. Jesus, hope people are still interested in this. But yeah, you are. You're in for the crisp content.
What were you on? Hour and 40?
Hour and 40 now. Literally just an hour and 40. So yeah, my number one. I nearly said our number one. It's my number one. Anyways, like I said before, like Iron Maiden were my favourite band for a long time. But I suppose like as I started getting into this other band that ended up being my favourite, I started to get a bit bored of like Iron Maiden's formula, because it was like new album tour, all the tours are arena tours, like album tour, sort of the same thing over and over again, and the material was sort of going down a bit, like quality wise. But I discovered this band a bit too late in their career, and it was just down to a pair of good friends of mine. Shout out Paul Guilfoyle and Matty Davies for getting me onto Architects.
Blech.
Yeah, because they are, for me, my favourite band of all time. I absolutely love them. It was I got into them on Lost Forever, Lost Together, a 2014 album.
Their best album.
Yes,
I would say.
Absolutely. For me, my favourite metal album of all time.
Really?
I absolutely love it. I absolutely fucking love it. Funny enough, I was listening to it on our walk to on my walk to Co-op to get some crisps, and like I was just like thinking, because I was like, I need to say something about like my favourite band, so I put Lost Forever, Lost Together on. I was like, this is fucking incredible still. Yeah, that's my favourite album. Like when that album came out, I listened to it like nearly every day, like for like until All Our Gods have abandoned us, basically. Like I've never been so addicted to an album ever. Well, and it ended up being like I saw them a couple of times on that run. Tom Sowell was still alive back then as well. And obviously I've seen them after that as well. Of All Our Gods have, like when I started releasing like All Our Gods Have Abandoned Us, I thought fucking hell, they're still fucking ripping. Like, and same with Holy Hell, and I think I sort of like solidified like they were like my favorite band, because like seeing them live, they're phenomenal. They're absolutely
Yeah. I've only, twice I think I've seen them.
I've seen them 10 times now.
Have you?
Yeah.
So I've never seen them with like the full production neither. I've only ever seen them. I saw them in like a tiny venue in Leeds. They did that little.
Oh, was it the Stylist one?
Yeah. And that was great. And then I saw them at Download this year, and that's all. That's the only time I've seen them.
I haven't seen them at the proper gig.
No, I haven't. As I say, I had tickets for that one. That clashed with
I know you saw them at Biffy Clyro as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. When they played Biffy.
I saw that. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah. The like for me, like the all the albums that they're coming out with at the moment are just fucking brilliant. Like, and live, they're just absolutely electric live. Like when you get like a full production Architects thing, like the best time I ever saw them was at Wembley Arena. Like,
yeah,
I think they were playing Manchester on that run, but like me and Hayley like made a thing of it. Like, thought, yeah, let's go to London, let's go see them and that.
I thought they just did Wembley.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
Oh no, there was a point where they did just Ali Pali.
That might be what I'm thinking of. Yeah.
But I think that was just before they released Holy Hell. But yeah, like that Wembley gig was fucking outrageous. Like fire, big, massive sort of. It was almost like a Pink Floyd sort of setup. Like if you've seen what's the Pink Floyd live album called?
Pulse, is it?
Pulse, yeah. Like they sort of got like the big sort of circular screen and stuff, and like they had like loads of lasers and like CO2 and fire, and like the visuals are like really, really cool. Like almost sort of, you know, like Tool like.
Yeah.
Like in a way, but
I think they're all big fans, aren't they?
Yeah, for sure. And like when they did Holy Hell, like on that tour, like they were basically just doing like their best catalog they could do, they could pull out of, like all the best songs from Lost Forever, all the best ones from All Our Gods, like, a couple from Daybreaker as well, and like some of the best stuff from like Holy Hell. Like that is like, if it weren't for Nine Inch Nails at Glasgow, that was the best gig I've ever been to.
Yeah.
Like they were fucking incredible, and like that was. Oh god, that was one of the last times I've probably fucking cried at a gig as well. Jesus, because it was like it was when I did Gone with the Wind.
Yeah.
And like at the end of the song, like Tom, you know, like the little Tom Sell signature they've got, where it's like T two slashes and S inside, like a love heart. That came up on the screen, and like the whole band just sort of looked at it, and I fucking lost it. But yeah, just for me, like Lost Forever, Lost Together, like. Just for me, it's one of the best metal albums I've ever heard.
Yeah, I think they could. Yeah, I mean, they're in a scene that's sort of very diluted, aren't they? But they always seem to be one step ahead of the curve, I'd say.
Definitely.
And you can tell that by the amount of bands who desperately try to sound like them. And
yep, yeah. There's too many of them type of bands for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, they do it the best. They're the better at writing them sort of songs. You know, some songs sound as fucking heavy as my sugar.
Oh yeah,
when they want to be. Like especially like that run of Lost Forever and All Our Gods Have Abandoned Us. Like some of them are like my sugar levels of heavy. Whereas like now these days, like the sort of like they're losing the heavy a bit, but they're still kind of sonically heavy, if you know what I mean.
They've not exactly gone pop, have they?
No, definitely not.
Still a heavy band. They're just not as intense.
Yeah. I mean, there's still a lot of people, like we were saying about, what was it, like, going on like a sort of popular direction, like, people are just sort of going, no, this is like we were saying about Metallica, like, like when they sort of lost the thrash a little bit, but with Architects, like for those who wish it to exist, and the latest album, Classic, too long of a title, I have to say, but the new album, like. People are going off them for that, but like they're still fucking brilliant. Like I love the new albums. I think for those that wish to exist is like the album they needed to do. I think like after Holy Hell, like sort of dropping like the sort of technical side of things and coming up with something a bit more grandiose. And I think the penultimate way to listen to that album is listen to like the orchestral version, when they did it live at Abbey Road. I don't know if you've heard that at all, but
I have.
Yeah. Oh, it's fucking. I think it sounds a lot better.
I'm still thinking about you saying penultimate. That means second last.
Is it? I thought penultimate was like the best.
I think it. I don't know.
I thought that's what it was.
I think it means second to last.
Is it?
Yeah, I was thinking, what does he mean? The second?
No, penultimate's like the best way to listen to something. I'm pretty sure.
I don't know. I'll look it up. Anyway,
look it up. Look it up while I speak. Penultimate way is
I'm gonna look like a fool here. Which one?
Unless I'm sure it is.
Next to last. It means yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Sorry, it's the ultimate way to listen to that album.
I didn't know what you meant. I was thinking,
I'm sure I've heard like other people like say something that's like the best way to like watch.
it does sound like it would mean the best.
Yeah.
But no, it means the second to last.
I'm gonna say it anyways. Fuck it. But like, yes, the penultimate way to listen to that album. But like, yeah, and like even some of the early stuff I really like as well. Some of the Maffy stuff I quite like.
I don't think
it's obviously not as good as like what they're doing like Lost Forever onwards. Like, I really like Hollow Crown.
I've only heard a couple of songs. First time I heard Architects was that crazy album they did about 2010, where it just didn't sound like them at all. It sounded more like I don't know, like
Yeah, it's weird, that album, isn't it? I know which one you're on about. The Here and Now.
Yeah, it was a strange sound that they went
Start sounding a bit like Early Feeling for a Friend.
Yeah, or like Alexis on Fire or something.
Yeah,
sort of sound. Yeah.
Yeah, that's one I'm not 100% behind. Some good songs on there, to be fair. Some good heavy ones. One of the songs has got Greg Cappucciato on. It's really good. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, Hollow Crown is fucking brilliant. That's like that was one that sort of grew on me over time, really.
Yeah.
After multiple listens, like well, they've basically said it themselves. Like, we just wanted to be a shit version of Dillinger Escape Plan, and like, you know, it's not the worst I've heard.
Yeah.
Definitely, it's I think it's a fucking great album, and like the early times I've seen Architects, they've played stuff off that, like Early Grave and Follow the Water, and they played Numbered Days as well, which is fucking brilliant. Yeah, they don't play any of that stuff anymore.
Nah.
They don't even play any stuff off Lost Forever anymore. But like, I've seen them enough times on them runs to be like, right, I've seen them play that stuff now, so I'm not all that bothered.
Yeah.
Like, Daybreak's a decent album as well. I think if it had a better production, it would be better, because Daybreaker's production is sort of similar to like what Death Magnetics is, where it's like too loud everywhere, like clipping on the drums and stuff. But yeah, Daybreaker's wicked.
Yeah, I don't really know the early stuff.
No, fair. Well, as far as all the band members go, like, I mean, Tom Zell was like the songwriter at first, wasn't he? Like, fucking brilliant guitar player, and he's wrote some of the best music ever. And I find it's fucking amazing that his twin brother has stepped up to like the plate pretty much, and like wrote songs like almost as good as what he could do. Like, he's just done it really, really well. Fucking tight drummer as well. Yeah. Like, he's fucking amazing. Yeah. Bit of a shame Josh Milton's not in them anymore.
Yeah, it's weird that. I wonder why he decided to do that.
I've seen a article.
All right.
It was on Ultimate Guitar. It's just basically music tastes.
Yeah,
he's a fresh guy, isn't he? So,
yeah.
No bad blood between him or anything, apparently. So he's just said in an interview like his music taste is just different to like what the rest of the band is, and
So have they got a new guitarist, or are they just going like session guys?
Well, I think they're just going on like whoever they had someone different to download this year. Yeah. And then I'm assuming it might have been like a guitar tech or someone like that. Like
yeah, maybe.
Not a bad job, is it? 1 minute you're a guitar tech, and next minute you're on main stage download. It's all right, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
And for me, Sam Carter was just a fucking.
Oh yeah, his voice is crazy. Like you don't realize how high his voice is when he's going for it.
Yeah, and like some of the deep growls he does as well is fucking mad.
Yeah.
Like he's I think he's got a fucking incredible voice, which again, like we said, people try to copy. Like when they try to go on melodic and stuff, and yeah, real sweetheart as well. I met him once.
Sweetheart.
Yeah, he's lovely. He's really lovely.
He does seem nice guy.
Like it was a Slam Dunk 2015. Like the band were doing like a signing thing, like Kerrang signing tent, and like I just saw this queue was getting really, really low, and then I saw it was Architects on the other side. I was like, oh fucking hell, I'll get in that. And I was. And then, like, Sam Carter was, like, the first guy I met, and he was like, hello, mate, how are you doing? Like, yeah, I'm great, yeah. Are you looking forward to seeing us? I was like, yeah, it's going to be fucking awesome. Nice one, mate. Like, giving us a hug, and, like, I got a photo of him. Like, there's a photo somewhere on my Facebook, like, me and Sam Carter. He's, like, really lovely bloke, and, like, shook the rest of the boys' hands and all that.
Yeah.
And, yeah, they seem like really nice guys. And Sam Carter's just like, yeah, he's really nice when I met him.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's wicked. Fucking hell of a front man.
Yeah.
Like, he's got some funny banter moments as well.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, he's good at downloading.
came out with some fucking sparkly trousers.
Yeah.
Cut off denim, like, vest and, like, sparkly trousers.
Yeah.
Only you can pull off. Wicked man. But yeah, Architects are my favourite band ever.
Cool. Can't argue with that.
There we go. Yeah, so go on then. What did you think my top 5 was?
Right, so I've got.
Wait, should we have a bite of the Thai sweet chili sensations first?
Yeah. Go for it.
Let's go. Like this is the last one. This is the last one. Here we go. Oh god, I mean, there's a reason why people love these crisps. They taste fucking class.
That's a 10 out of 10, isn't it?
I feel like I need to go back to the jalapenos just to sort of cross-reference. Well,
10 out of 10.
it's 10 out of 10 for you, isn't it?
Yeah.
I just got a crisp on the floor. I'm gonna pick it up anyways.
Right,
Yeah.
for you, I just didn't have a clue about 5, so I went for Rival Sons.
Just missed out on my top 5, to be fair. I bloody love Rival Sons. Yeah. Just missed out.
Number 4, I went for 9 Inch Nails, which I think was your 3.
That was my 3, yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Pink Floyd, I went for number 3.
Again, just missed out.
So I went Architects 2 and Iron Maiden 1. I know I've heard you say Architects your favourite band, but I just thought when you actually sat and thought about it, maybe it might be Iron Maiden for the nostalgic.
I mean, it was close between the two, to be
Yeah.
fair.
Yeah.
But
Right, it is on paper, so.
there it is in paper. I
3
can
out of
see it.
5.
Yeah. No, you did good there. For sure. Quality. Mine not so quality. Let's see. I thought your number 5 would be Trivium.
No.
I remember one time you saying like Trivium one of your faves.
Yeah, I really like Trivium, but I don't know. I think maybe just a bit too inconsistent, and they're sort of. I have to be in really the certain sort of mood to listen to them.
Yeah.
Great band, but
Oh fucking hell, yeah.
nah, they weren't trouble in my top 5. Most.
Yeah. Fair. My number 4, what I thought would be yours, Alexis on Fire.
Yeah, I probably should have mentioned them as a just missed out.
Yeah. I thought they would be in there definitely. Slayer.
Nah,
Yeah, them and you-
I like Slayer. Oh, I really like Slayer, but no.
No. Okay. I put Mastodon for your number 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, which was your 3, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Obviously you've got Metallica for your number 1.
Yeah.
You did have you still got the Metallica bathroom?
Yeah.
Wicked, obviously.
Just
Well,
added to it actually. We've got a poster for every time we see him. Just got the download up there as well.
I saw that. Wicked.
Yeah.
I need to visit your Metallica toilet at some point. Not to take a dump in it, just to look at it.
No. Yeah. Anytime.
I'm sure you'd be horrified by that.
That's what it's there for.
That's what I guess so, yeah. Like, drop a Saint Anger in your toilet. Oh, I need to stop now. Anyways, that's our top 5 favourite bands. Do you want to reel yours off again? Just
Rage Against Machine, Machine Head, double machine there.
yeah.
Mastodon, Tool, Metallica, lots of M's.
Yeah.
Lots of M's in there.
Yeah, there was a lot of M's to be fair. What was mine again? Gojira, Metallica, 9 Inch Nails, Iron Maiden and Architects. That was it. There we go. Jake, thanks for coming on.
Thank you. This is my first podcast experience, so
Yeah, it's going to be a last as well. No, I'm only joking. I'm only joking.
yeah.
Yeah, you're more than welcome to come back on. Next time we'll have different flavours of pot noodles and just try them all.
Yeah. That'd be nice.
And then we'll talk. We like lists as well.
Yeah, that's one thing probably should have mentioned. I'm an absolute list freak. Like,
I fucking love lists.
yeah.
Top 5. I've got a top 5 for a lot of things.
I've got. I mean, my notes on my phone. I've got like just a list of things. Just I don't know what that. Probably something a bit wrong with me, but
I don't know. I know people have got lists for other things on their phone. It's funny. It's good. It's good. You know what you like. That's the main thing.
Yeah.
That's the main thing. We know what we like.
I like to keep track of what I like as well.
Yeah. Anyway. Anyways, see you later. Thanks for giving us a listen. You'll probably listen to Jake again at some point.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we should probably write some music though as well.
Yeah. Well, maybe not write, finish some music.
Yeah, finish it really.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. But yeah, TBC for that.
Mm.
Yeah. Bye everyone. Thanks for listening. Don't forget to follow, like, rate, all that sort of shit. Bye. Sorry, that was meant to be some sort of Batman transition thing for the end. Thank you very much, Jake, for being on the podcast. Much appreciated. He is more than welcome to come back on any other time. It was a good laugh. I really enjoyed it. Thanks very much for listening. If you made it this far into the episode of the MastoCast, yeah, thank you very much. Thank you very much for listening and all that sort of stuff. If you want to support us, just just give it a follow or whatever on Spotify and rate it and whatever on your platform that you were listening to the podcast on. It's muchly appreciated. It's greatly appreciated. That's what I meant to say. Yeah, do that, please. And it's on YouTube as well. The audio is on YouTube, so if you want to subscribe to the YouTube channel, you can do that as well. There is a link to my Discord if you want to pop in there. Like, you'll get notified when I'm going to be streaming and stuff, and what the next episode's going to be. You can submit your questions and stuff. Speaking of questions, to be fair, I forgot to bring them up during the recording with Jake, but a couple of people have told us what the favourite crisps are, so I'll quickly reel them off, and what the favourite bands are. Good buddy, Hayley. Hayley, our lass, not my good buddy. I guess she's my good buddy, but you know. So our favourite bands: My Chemical Romance, The Gaslight Anthem, and Death Havana. I like 2 of them bands. Solid choices. I love My Chem. I love Gaslight Anthem. Death Havana, But their favourite crisps: onion rings, pickled onion Monster Munch, and of course the Thai sweet chili sensations. And the fucking... Yeah, she's put in brackets sensations are good, any will do. But yeah, them Thai sweet chili ones are unreal. She also put ready salted should just get in the bin. It's unfortunate for already salted there. He's a good buddy. James Haig. Good old buddy James Haig. He has put his favourite band is Swans. His favourite crisps are the mini poppadoms. If they count, that is. If they count, he has put mini poppadoms. Or I can't see the rest of his answer. Oh yeah, sorry. Walker's cheese and onion. Just wait, straight up Walker's cheese and onion. I respect that. Thank you, James. I love you so much. And of course, 6 Health Fury. Let me just load this one up from the Discord. Where are you at? Where are you at, son? Where you at, brother? Trying to find you. Sorry, mate. There you are. There you are. MastoCast. Yeah. His favourite band is Golden Earring. And his favourite crisps are Ruffles Barbecue. Can't say I've tried them, but I kind of like barbecue crisps. They're alright. I find barbecue quite a bit too sweet sometimes. I prefer it when it's like smoky. But very good. Cheers, everyone. Thanks for submitting your favourite bands and crisps and all that. We'll probably have Jake on again another time. And yeah. If you listen to this on the Friday it comes out, have a glorious weekend. I hope you have a good weekend. And I'll see you next week for whatever it's going to be. Yeah, sorry it's a long one, but we just had a bloody good chat, didn't we? So, yeah. See you later, everyone. Oh, bloody hell. Sorry, I should shout out again. Hayley. I know I mentioned Hayley a lot. But I nearly lost this podcast, right? It was nearly gone forever. After recording the near 2 hours conversation that I had with Jake about top 5 bands, right? Stopped the recording and all that, and I was like, oh yeah, nice one, cheers mate, thanks for coming and all that. Then I fucking shut down my PC without saving. I was like, oh fucking hell, no! Fucking fuming with myself. So anyways, like, bearing in mind Hayley has no, as far as I'm aware, has no experience with like Cubase at all, or like, you know, music production in general. She managed to open up Cubase, find the files, the missing wave files of our recorded podcast and recover them. And we got it. And like, shout out to Hayley. I was fucking buzzing when she found that. Yeah, shout out to her. Anyway.